What is good, chat? How are we doing today? First things first, all right? Let me know if y'all can hear the audio. All right, let me get my intro music in here. Welcome to the show. I know it has been a while. All right, wait a minute. Something's missing. I'm forgetting my lid. I got to get my lid on real quick. What's good? All right, listen, I know it's been a while, all right, because your boy had to head out of town for a little bit of business, but we are back. And it seems like when I was gone, there's been some insane shit going on, especially with the Just Pearly drama. And it seems like as though someone like her all right, and this has to do with MTR. For those of you guys who know, Pearly decided to restart the beef by doing something I actually say is the most heinous thing that could have been done on YouTube when it regards to another content creator, all right? And this was making fun of cancer. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about Just Pearly things here today. Let me turn my music off real quick. All right, making fun of cancer that had to do with MTR. And realistically, it was her, but also her and the little blessings guy that sits behind the little studio there. Yeah, that fraudulent dude over here, right? That guy. Oh, somebody said they can't hear me. Give me 1 second. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me twist this a little bit. Now, how about now? Testing 1 2 3. Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, hold up. We're gonna turn this music down. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. YouTube says I'm good. Let me see here. Let me just make sure if the audio is real good. Hold up. All right, cool. Looks like, hey, StreamYard says I'm good. So if y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. All right, but let's get into it. For those of you guys who don't know, Just Pearly things. Okay, again, she just it seems like she just can't get enough of MTR. All right, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he dumped her, left her high and dry with the whole documentary thing that they had going on, or dating show, whatever the hell that was, right? But I mean, it seems like she's gonna end up posting the video anyways. I think she did already. But in regards to that, it seems like this beef between MTR and Just Pearly things just hit a whole new high, or in this case with Just Pearly things, a whole new low. And for those of you guys who don't know, she and this blessing Essence dudes, all right, the guy, the producer that you never see, almost never, all right, and then, you know, according to Oche, Buddy has no talent, but they decided to laugh at MTR, and they were laughing at something that was actually pretty serious in this case, and that was cancer. Okay, now for those of you guys who don't know, back in the day, MTR was he was diagnosed with cancer. I don't know if it was a prostate, testicular, I don't know what it is, right? But cancer is cancer, all right? And it's a serious thing because you can die from it. I've had family members who passed away from cancer. So it's actually pretty serious. And for someone like that to laugh at that in a pretty ridiculous manner was just a very eye-opening into the kind of character that is just Pearly Things, right? Someone who is supposedly has taken accountability for her slavery being embellished comments. Yeah, this is the one, right? The same one that Obsidian said that she doesn't need to apologize for because all the things that she said, I mean, there was really nothing wrong, right? Same thing with Angry Man, Anton Daniels, all right? And the funny thing is, all of these guys are supposedly cool with MTR, but none of them came out and said anything when she was ridiculing this man's cancer, okay? And it wasn't even, I mean, it was actually pretty crazy. This guy Blessings decided to say, call him One Nut, which was ridiculous considering the guy's situation. I mean, you wouldn't do that to a woman who had her boob cut off. You wouldn't call her one titty, right? That's not funny. Matter of fact, you'd be laughed out of here. But then again, I digress. This is supposed to be a woman that has been taking accountability according to Black Manosphere space. So we're gonna see just how much accountable she's been held by our fellow brothers in this particular space. And guys, there are a couple people who actually decided to step up and do a reaction video to it, and one of them is O'Shea Duke Jackson. We're actually gonna react to O'Shea Duke Jackson's video on him reacting to Pearly Things, laughing at MTR's cancer, because it is just absolutely ridiculous. And fortunately enough, MTR had a complete response to this, and it was kind of MTR, right? You guys know MTR. He's not the kind of guy to go into these tit for tat or really even go down dirty like these weirdos on the Pearly Things network. So, his response was as expected, but it still got the message across. All right, this shit is not funny, and also this just got serious, okay? So if those of you guys who are sitting there still backing this woman up, acting like she's holier than thou, and you're still listening to her pretend that she is taking accountability while actually avoiding accountability like the plague, then this should be an eye-opener. Pay attention to the people who haven't said a damn thing about this and they still try to consider themselves cool with MTR. It goes to show you, a lot of these YouTube people, they are fake, all right? Obsidian, you fake. Anton, you double fake, all right? Hey, listen, Angry Man, you kind of fake right now. All y'all niggas are fake because none of y'all are saying anything about this. Why? Oh, is it not obvious? It's clout. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and we're going to go into this. And here's the other crazy thing. It seems like Pearl, for someone who tries to pretend that she's over with this beef and she doesn't want to deal with these reaction channels, right? The reaction video channels or whatever it is. And first of all, Pearl, if we're reaction video channels, what the hell does that make you? I mean, we've reacted to your videos, reacting to other videos. Matter of fact, that's half your channel. Like, so if you're talking about reaction channels, you must be talking to yourself. I mean, include yourself in the category, Pearl. Stop avoiding accountability, okay? That's you. You're one of these reaction video channels that's all about the bullshit. So just admit it, all right? You know what's funny? A lot of these content creators, where they always like to look down on channels like us that actually cover a lot of these people because they see us as, oh, you guys are not really even creating content. All you guys do is react to our content and our videos. None of you are original, says the woman who's acting like a discount Fresh and Fit, meanwhile trying to slurp off Fresh and Fit. I was wrong about Myron. I was wrong about Fresh. They were actually right. Meanwhile, the whole time y'all was clowning them because what? Y'all thought you are too good, huh? And now that pretty much half the entire manosphere, I'd say half the manosphere is turned against you guys, okay? Including all your cronies like Anton, Angry Man, all y'all have just lost so much credibility. Now Pearl doesn't even she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to do, folks. She is looking for allies, all right? And she believes that she can find those allies with Fresh and Fit. I'm here to tell you right now, ain't no way on God's green earth that Myron is going to sit there and claim you as one of them. If they did, it'd be absolutely disastrous for their platform, especially going down the shit that you're going down. I mean, this is, at this point, it's just crazy. But that's essentially what she's doing. She's pandering to Fresh and Fit. Right, I was wrong. You guys are so right. Oh my God, Abba and Preach, Abba and Preach were so fake to Fresh and Fit. Like I can't believe that they did what they did. Like I mean, come on, Pearl. They not gonna claim you, okay? Your channel sucks, all right? All of it sucks. Your people sucks. Your production. I find it so funny. All of y'all are talking about. Look at my production value, yeah. All right, what are you guys doing? Yeah, okay. My production value is great. You guys are all struggle streamers, yeah. Okay, listen. At least we struggle streaming, but the one thing you can't deny is, hey, King Riches, we own 100% of our ad revenue over here. Hey, Mr. Amari. I got smoke for you, yeah? Abba, I got smoke for you, yeah? All right, you gotta listen here, bruv. I got smoke for you. We own our shit right here, okay? We ain't gotta build a studio while sitting on Pearly's couch. I mean, talk about that. Y'all sit there talking about how real of a man or how self-made of a man you guys are while sucking off a white woman. That's all you guys are doing, right? And y'all don't even keep majority of your profits. But you have the balls to come as self-made people who have their own equipment purchased, who actually are getting it out the mud without you motherfuckers. And realistically, the views are even showing that they're better than you motherfuckers. And you guys have had the audacity to come to us and say that we are struggling. At least we own our shit, motherfucker. What does that make you? So the fact that y'all have to go this low just to please Master Pearly, it's honestly pathetic. And realistically, the fact that MTR did content with you guys, and you know, because he dropped out, now you guys are coming at him with this kind of pressure. And it's not just him, fellas. They're coming at him. They're coming at O'Shea. They're coming at a couple other guys who didn't toe the line on just Pearly things, okay? For someone who's claiming to be the opposite of a modern woman, Pearl is behaving exactly like a vindictive modern woman. And it's just hilarious to watch all these other manosphere guys that have been used to railing against modern women for so long not even hold her accountable. I mean, it's just pathetic at this point. So, guys, we got some super chats. The Great Bill, shout out to you. He says, shout out to the chat and shout out to the panel. For real, shout out to the chat, shout out to the panel. There's a lot of shit that's been going on in this space, and we gonna have to cover it, folks, all right? And don't forget, tonight we're gonna have another live stream on my other channel. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link. Not right now. All right, go ahead and hit the like button. But towards the end of this live stream, I'll post a link. So hopefully some of you guys who are dedicated and want to get away from the drama a little bit and get into some real world conversations, go ahead and join me on that one, okay? We're going to be streaming tonight. Cam, that boy, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, you new to your content, been bringing it at this work for the past, bring it at work for these past 2 weeks. Real nigga. Shout out to you, bruh. Shout out to all the real people in the chat. I appreciate you guys, all right? We here to call these people out, and that's just what it is. Sir Chai 87, shout out to you, says Amari and blessings bring shame and cowardice. Yeah. I mean, Amari is one big dope. I mean, do you guys see his channel? All right, all that promotion Pearly thing is giving you, and your channel can't even clear 10,000 subs already. You got 1 million plus subscribers, 1 million plus subscribers who is shouting you out repeatedly, and you can't get past, It just shows you a lot of these guys actually don't have talent. And this is why they have to rely on these fancy studios. They have to rely on these awesome guests, like they want to call it, right? They have to rely on these people because realistically, at the end of the day, when it comes down to them just doing them, they ain't got nothing. They don't have talent. They don't have dick bupkis, bro. All right? And they know it. So that's why the first thing when they come at you is they come at you with the, oh, we got the studio. We got the best production quality. Look at you guys. What are you guys doing? Oh, you guys are struggle streaming. So we own our shit, though. Hey, listen, 100% of the ad revenue go to us. And realistically, y'all niggas are so pathetic. Y'all think that everybody on YouTube makes money on YouTube? Nigga, we live in the real world. I make way more money as a developer in the real world than what I do on YouTube. So I don't care about YouTube money. All right, I don't care about that. Listen, if anything, this is just passive income for me. I mean, I'm not really passive, but realistically, that's what it is. Just extra income on top of what I already got. The fact that y'all are coming up here turning this into some kind of you're staking your entire careers and livelihoods on this. It just shows how pathetic you guys are. And realistically, you can't even make it in the real world. You think this is a real job, a real business? Google owns all of you people. Like, I mean, what do you two understand? At any point in time, if YouTube wanted to, boom, you're gone. You say the wrong thing, boom, you're gone, right? All of y'all staking your careers on this. Listen, King Richards is gonna go back to being King Brokes, all right? That's what he is. And Mary is gonna crawl back into the hole he came from. Where the fuck that nigga came from? He's crawling back. At least Pearly can rely on her daddy and that 10-bedroom mansion she's got back in America, all right? But what the rest of y'all nigga got if YouTube went away? And not a damn thing, because you guys just admitted that this is your life, and it's honestly pathetic. Any of y'all coming up on YouTube believing that this is your life and your real way to make income. Listen, I'm not saying that you can't make good money on YouTube, and you should, right? I mean, it's giving you that opportunity to, but to think that it's your own business, it just shows how pathetic a lot of you guys are, because your own business would be you being an advertiser advertising on YouTube, because those are the guys that control what the fuck you say, not you and your bullshit content. So guys, I'm saying this right now for anybody who hears these criticisms coming from Pearly Things, this coming from King Richards or that little bumfuck Amari, right? Yeah, I'm talking you punk. You ain't gonna do shit. I got smoke for you, yeah? Where's that smoke at, boy? We don't see it, all right? If you hear any of them spitting that, oh, I make no money, yeah, and this is my business, yeah, it ain't nothing. You just a YouTube contractor. All y'all niggas are 1099. That's not that hard to find. Just saying. Sir Chai 87, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says Pearl got dumped live on YouTube. Now she mad. Yeah, I noticed that. Y'all had that feeling that she has some kind of thing for MTR. It seems like this MTR shit got real freaking personal, like real freaking quick. So yeah, it's very interesting. He says, Duke, do you think Pearly will copyright strike MTR? Yeah. Oh yeah, I believe it, and she'll be a dummy for doing it. Like I believe she'll be 100% stupid for copyright striking him, because look what she did to Sarah Garvey. Look exactly what she did to Sarah Garvey. She had no basis for doing that, but she did, and thought she was gonna be in the right? Now here's the thing with MTR, they both share content, and she went ahead to post content that he was involved in. So realistically, he has a right to that content as anyone else, because he's in the content, and it's just funny, right? I think there are other channels out there that would do a better job of explaining how this shit works. Apparently, Pro's IQ is about the same as room temperature, so you can't really expect much out of that. But realistically, yes, I think Pro is that dumb to strike MTR, because again, a lot of you guys don't get it. Again, she is a modern woman. That's exactly who she is, all right? Anyone that tells you different, they're capping. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this tab up real quick. There we go, 2:30. And we're going to play O'Shea's video regarding this whole situation. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear the audio.
The best wars I've had on this platform were people that I consider colleagues or even friends. And that is the same case with mediocre tutorials and reviews. You see, MTR, as we affectionately call him, has been a great addition to the YouTube community. He's an awesome young man. He's a great YouTuber, much better than me. And you know what? He does this whole YouTube platform thing at a classy level. He doesn't dox people. He doesn't really go after people. He only addresses people for what they do, never what they personally look like for the most part. I mean, there's some little digs in here and that, but he doesn't really attack people. That's not what he does. And so when the real MTR had cancer, this is what it sounded like.
To be honest, I don't even know when. Let's say January, February? It might have been before that. It might have been after that. I don't even know. My head is still going through it. I noticed that there was a nodule or like a lump or really small, really tiny, on my right testicle. Now, I didn't immediately go get it checked out because I feel like I'd touch it at one time and it would be there, and then I'd touch it another time just feeling around and it wouldn't be there. So I just kind of just let it go. Months had gone by, and then again, I feel like I'd feel it, and then I wouldn't.
So you see, that was last year, and I happened to be in Uganda when he came out with that. It was either last year or the year before. And see, the beginning clip that we played, that was Pearl and her amateur producer, who has no talent, by the way, saying that MTR is the guy with one testicle. That's what she's saying. But why is she saying it? Rewind, Dima! So, Just Pearly Things made an awesome mistake. It was awesome. It was so awesome that we got to see who she really was in that mistake by pretty much letting Nick Fuentes lambaste and talk down on black people. And MTR had just came from London, and he was there kicking it with her, had a good time, and she forced his hand. He had to hold her accountable. And because of her alleged racist behavior by some people, which I honestly can believe that's what it was. It may not have been to everybody, but I believe that personally. He had to come out and make this particular video against her. This was not a personal attack on her, but this was against her and her behavior. It had nothing to do with what she looked like. It had nothing to do with what she sounded like. It was only calling out the fact that she showed elements of being disrespectful and insensitive towards black people. Let's play that clip.
I'm not going to beat around the bush for this conversation, and I'm going to get straight to the point. Pearl, you f***ed up.
All right, so I gotta say something about this particular video right here, all right? Because a lot of people, as more news is coming out, because there's a video that Pearl did in a response, because this is not gonna stop, okay? This is the tip for tat going in, and if we have enough time, actually, what we're gonna do, we'll split it into two parts, okay? Because there's a lot to cover, but we're gonna cover O'Shea's part, then we're gonna go ahead and cover, MTR's response to Pearl laughing at his testicular cancer, and then we're gonna go into Pearl's response, basically pretty much holding a shotgun to the entire manosphere, at least the people who didn't toe the line, like O'Shea and MTR, and she really went in on MTR. Matter of fact, in this video, and in that other video, she went so far in on MTR, it was just like, hey, you sound like somebody that got dumped, bro. Like, Pearly, girl, you sound like somebody that got dumped, like big time. So we got to go into that, but it's like a very long video, but there's a lot to cover into it. So if this live stream starts to get too long, we'll cut it and then we'll move in and then we'll add that into the next video, because the next video, listen, bruh, you guys will get to understand why she is sucking up to Fresh and Fit so hard. And I kind of briefly explained it, but like she really goes in with Fresh and Fit, and it's like, it's kind of like weird because, again, Pearly, they not gonna claim you. First of all, Myron don't like giving clout to nobody. But anyways, back to this. Listen, a lot of people were saying that the way MTR found out that Pearl did stuff with Nick Fuentes, it was kind of weird because it seemed like MTR was becoming a people pleaser, right? He was trying to please his audience and whatnot, right? So he knew, or at least they were insinuating that he knew about the Nick Fuentes interview. But the only reason why he said something was because, well, his audience were pissed off at it. Now, whether that's true or not, we're gonna break that down. But that's where a lot of this is coming from. And to be fair, when I was watching this whole thing unfold, MTR, when he explains it, he was saying that he didn't know, and when he found out was when he flew back and his audience were letting him know that this is what Pearl and the bullshit she was on, all that 9 yards, right? So that, just saying that to be fair, okay, but a lot of people are saying, taking that as, hey, listen, you're a people pleaser. Now, what are my thoughts on this? If he's actually doing it because he's pleasing the audience, that's one thing, but another thing is, at least he's doing it in the right sense, because realistically, I put Melanie King in that category too. Her dropping out with whatever project she had with Pearl, same category, right? Once you understand what she did was wrong, The question is, what are you willing to do afterwards? Are you willing to take action and hold someone accountable? And that's essentially what he did. So I'm not gonna knock the brother off for basically holding her accountable by refusing to do work with her any longer. All right, and now look at the true colors being revealed to everyone about who she really is. Right. So I actually really don't care about the intentions of really doing that. It's the actions. Okay. Realistically, we gotta compare that to other people in the black manosphere, like Anton Daniels. He knew. And what did he choose to do after he knew? He decided to lie to his audience. When Saral Gavi came on his channel to go ahead and clarify this, he decided to go ahead and misrepresent and distort his words to make it seem like Saral Gavi was in the wrong. And when that didn't work, Anton and guys like Angry Man went as far as to go ahead and degrade black people and basically said that this is why you guys can't get ahead, because you guys can't accept the slave contract for what it is and take it, right? This is why y'all Negroes can't get ahead, all right? Y'all always asking for shit and y'all can't get nothing because when you look at a clear contract in the face, y'all ain't willing to step up and take it. And then when Anton gets pushed by no one else than what is that conservative dude's name? I forgot what his name is. ABL, right? Anthony Brian Logan. When he get pushed by Anthony Brian Logan to go ahead and say, hey, will you take that contract if Pearly is taking 70% of your ad revenue and basically posting the same video you post on her channel and keep it 100%? Would you do that deal? Anton, in the same breath, said no. He wouldn't do it. But he tried to disguise it and say, well, I'm a different person. Fuck you, nigga. You ain't no different person. You a clown. And that's what you always did. By the way, he's trying to cancel my channel right this second, right? He's doing his best to take the dukendon down because we're exposing him. And realistically, you know what's funny? The video we did wasn't even about him. We did a video on Pearl, and he tried to take us down on behalf of Pearl. So there's no questioning that Anton is an agent. He is an agent on behalf of the Pearly things. That's just what it is, okay? So you got these guys who knew the truth about Pearly things. They know on the racist bullshit. They know the slave contracts that she's putting these people on, all right? And they choose to go ahead and antagonize and gaslight their audience rather than holding women accountable. And then when you ask guys like the lead attorney, well, hey, how are you going to hold this woman accountable? Lead attorney's going to look you straight in the face and say, how do you hold the women accountable on the internet? How can you guys even say Pearl is racist? I remember when she had a consultation call, okay, at 3 a.m. to come up here and speak with a bunch of black folks, okay, at 3 a.m. Would a racist white woman do that? Do y'all even know what racism looks like? Like, you a clown, Lee. Like, my nigga, you a clown, bro. The fact that you sat here, you had this entire plethora of content where you're basically holding women accountable, but just not any other women, black women accountable. You had no problems with that. Matter of fact, the only white woman I've seen you go in on was Amber Heard, but everybody was going in on Amber Heard. So no one really, that doesn't distinguish you from anything else because your crowning moment was holding Tasha K accountable, lead attorney. All right. So when you come online, talk about how Pearl has helped you, how she's taught you everything about social media, how she's giving you the light, but then you simultaneously don't know how to hold women accountable on the internet, you're lying. You're a liar. All of you niggas are. Same thing with Angry Man. Angry Man, we played multiple videos of you yelling and screaming at black women. You had no problem doing that. When it comes to Pearly things, you guys, black people, this is why you guys can never get ahead. That's the answers from the so-called manosphere leaders, right? And then when you press them, well, I'm not manosphere. Matter of fact, Kevin Samuels told me to get the fuck out. That's right. Kevin Samuels said, get out from under these niggas. Ain't that right, lead attorney? You said that. And y'all not gonna find that video because he deleted that live stream. Thought we were watching, lead. That nigga thought we weren't watching. Listen, he deleted that live stream basically admitting that not only did Pearl hook him up with Candace Owens' manager, by the way, Candace Owens, manager, but also this dude had Pearl not only a moderator on his channel, but had her editor come up there and defend her. This Iranian dude coming up here talking about, listen, people, okay, Pearl is not racist, okay? I am Iranian, Okay, I come from Iran. Okay, and I know there are people who are racist against Iran. Okay, you black people, you don't know racism until you go to Iran. I'm Iran. All right. Okay, I'm an Iranian man, and I know racism. And Pearl, trust me, she know racist. Meanwhile, this is the same editor that's also working for the lead attorney. So with all these connections there, the lead attorney had the gall to come up there and tell you he doesn't know this random woman Pearl. He deleted that live stream. When I went up there and debated him, he said, how am I supposed to hold a random girl accountable? I'm like, Pearl is random, lead attorney? You're going to sit there and tell me that Pearl is a random woman to you, lead attorney. The lies just don't stop, okay? So listen, y'all can give MTR shit, and I'm sure it's well-deserved, but at the end of the day, he still held her accountable by taking money away from her. And if you see how Pearl is acting right now, her being super pissed off, her going so far to do multiple videos on MTR, laughing at his cancer, doing all these crazy things just to be vindictive, it told you that she is really scorned about MTR leaving. And the fact that she's feeling butthurt about it, it brings joy to my face, and it brings joy to everyone who's watching, because at least we know that when you hit somebody where it hurts, meaning their pocketbooks, that's how you hold somebody accountable. Lead, Anton, angry. So again, we're going to go back into the video, but I just have to explain that MTR portion because people are split on this, right? It's a divisive issue right now where they're saying MTR knew and he's only doing it for his fans, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, is Pearl mad though? Huh? Is Pearl mad though? And I think that when you get through with this live stream over here, you can understand Pearl is big mad. She big man. Deuces a girl. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says Obsidian deleted the live stream where Blessings admitted that Pearl owns King Rich's content. He said should have clipped it before it was too late. Sarah was right. Facts. They're all cleaning house. By the way, they're all losing subs. I know, like, I'm talking about, like, subs and views. A lot of them are losing subs and views. They got to rely on YouTube Shorts now, right? Because a bunch of kids and people are the ones that are watching YouTube Shorts. But they have to rely on YouTube Shorts because, listen, they come online and tell you one thing, and reality is different. They're losing support big time because a lot of people are now figuring out that these suckers, they're the fakest motherfuckers in the world, right? So a lot of people are doing that, and these guys feel it. So they're deleting videos. Obsidian's deleting videos. He's actually doing live streams coming out saying, well, was I wrong? I mean, what's going on? Was Pearly really racist? Like, they're trying to backtrack in a slight way, but we not gonna let you niggas do that. Lead attorney is just going silent. He's trying to, listen, I'm going to wait till this whole thing died down, and I'm going to just slowly delete the live streams. Like, we ain't going to call it out. Anton Daniels would much rather take down my videos, right, than to go ahead and confront Pearl. But they're all panicking. That's what's happening right now. They don't know what's going on because they didn't think that this would be a big issue that it is right now. A lot of these guys thought, oh, this is just a drama like Fresh and Fit. It'll go on for a couple of weeks and whatever, and then it dies down and it's back to business as usual. But it's not back to business as usual. We still on this. And the part of the reason is your girl Pearl keeps fucking up. That's how stupid she is. She just keeps fucking up. I don't know what else to say. Let's get back to the video.
You knowingly invited a white supremacist and a self-proclaimed racist onto a platform which is primarily supported by, at least initially, and produced by black people. This comes across as insensitive to downright nasty. And I want to be clear, it's not just inviting said person to the conversation that's upsetting, because conversations with people who don't agree with each other or don't agree with a particular position, if done in a healthy way, can promote civil discourse. But your up was to not only not defend the people who help create the content on your platform, but to also push a narrative that is insensitive and damaging to those very same people. Pearl, you know that your staff is mostly black people. And I'm talking about from a production perspective as well as a talent perspective.
And what's so funny is Pearly Things herself took accountability for her actions. In other words, she defended what he said. And if you don't believe me, let's play what she had to say in response.
Today, I'm going to be addressing the Nick Fuentes situation. Yeah, I know why you guys are here. Okay. So I want to first say I take full accountability for everything that happened. Everything that happens in life, as I say to the girls on my show, is my own fault. The fact that people are making these videos is my own fault. And the situation that I'm in is my own fault. Now,
she literally does a 180, and you will see in the subsequent videos that we're going to play later on. She basically admits that she just did this to see what people were going to say if she just did an apology video. And what we saw when she did this video was true. She didn't mean it, right? But you got guys like Obsidian, you guys like Angry Man talking about, hey, Pearl, you guys are blowing this out of proportion. She already apologized, all right? She never meant it. This was just a feeler video. So when she's saying, oh, everything's my fault and I'm sorry, she doesn't mean it. She's actually searching for sympathy. That's exactly what she's doing. So those of y'all who believe that this apology was an actual apology, I'm glad to welcome you back to reality, because this apology, based on what she started to do recently, laughing at MTR, not taking accountability for actions, right? All these different things, talking about all these reaction YouTubers just want to blame me and they want to see me go down. She never took accountability. Just face it. This woman is exactly the modern women y'all niggas hate. And this is so funny because it tells me a lot about a lot of you guys' psyche that follow people like this, right? People who bigged up Pearl and got her to the notoriety that she is right now. This tells me a lot about your mindset. You hate modern women so much, but you love them enough to promote them to the prominence. Make it make sense. It means y'all are dealing with some mental issues. It means that all these, I don't want a modern women of 304s. Listen, bruh, y'all are just proving that you want those exact 304s. And realistically, Pearl and Brittany Venti, she exposed that. There was a video that Pearl said, hey, listen, if guys approach me as often as they approach normal girls, I would definitely be a 304. That's what she said. If she was pretty enough, she'd be the exact type of women you guys hate. And that's the sad thing about it, because a lot of y'all are just going with it. So when we criticize and y'all say, no, Pearl is different, she's not. She never was. She is who she is. And y'all don't see that clearly. It's the same reason why you guys are going to continue to suffer when it comes to women, and none of you guys are going to ever grow when it comes to women, because you guys are too blind to see the truth when it's slapping you right in the face, especially with the let me not even go there. Let's just continue.
now I'm going to give you guys an explanation and give you guys context for some of the conversations that were had. Just know it's not my fault. I take full accountability for everything that happened. Okay. So, but I'm going to answer questions that people have brought my way. So the first thing is, why did you have Nick on? So, the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on was because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view, you would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be a bad, well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew, but he was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned and everything. Now, I've seen a lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb. And I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So I did know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known sexist. I did know that basically every bad name in the book from the right and the left, everyone hated him. So the reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say,
no one said you were racist, Pearl, until you started laughing about slavery. So when you're redirecting it back to you, first of all, it tells me you're not really even paying attention. That this little apology thing, it don't mean dick, all right? Because you sitting here saying, well, guys, I knew all this stuff, but people said it about me. Okay, well, what happened when she went on that one platform with the y'all remember that I'm gonna just put the video up. Let me just show y'all real quick, because she went on this platform and basically admitted, oh, did I get rid of the video? Tell me I did. She basically admitted that she doesn't think that Nick Fuentes was a racist, and none of her audience thought that he was a racist, right? I'm gonna pull that video up when I find it. But she ended up coming to the conclusion that Nick Fuentes wasn't a racist, and her entire audience, not entire audience, but the people who work with Pearly Things, the guys behind the scenes, they didn't think Nick Fuentes was a racist, right? That's what she ended up doing. So has she's drawn this back to herself. We already know, Pearl. First of all, no one will say you're racist until you make that comment. And the fact that you're comparing your hustle to Nick Fuentes, it shows everything we needed to know. And Saral Ghali was actually right when he was saying you had a colonialist mindset, because this is what that is.
I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist. And, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews trying to interrogate someone. I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from.
But all as the world turns, you see just Pearly Things wants to hold other women accountable while being unaccountable herself. This is ridiculous, and I don't understand how anybody would take her serious in women's rights or men's rights or dating coaching or grifting, whatever she does, because obviously she should have took the L. She made a terrible mistake. It was so awesome that it was terrible. But no, when people started coming after her, the reaction channels, the Abbas and Preaches, the Playbacks of the world, the O'Shea Duke Jacksons of the world, no, she had an issue with us, her and some of the minions over there. The minion that I'm talking about specifically is that one guy, is it Amari or whatever that jerk's name is? That one no-talent guy who gets all the recruits over there, the guy who makes like $500 a week. Whoever that guy is a complete no-talent, all right? And bro, if I'm ever in the UK, I can guarantee you, bro, you don't got what I got, all right? So you over there wolfing like you're some big-time guy, bro. You can't even afford to buy me an espresso. So we're not even gonna get into that. You're young brother. I would stop all of that animosity, broke boy. But anyways, let's kind of get back to the whole point. She admitted that, and then what did she have to say? Well, on her live stream, she was making and taking several shots at the MTR, Regal Tutorials and Reviews. Let's play that clip.
For all the reaction channels that came for me the last 2 months, I'd just like to say, number one, any request to not have the dating show put out is very selfish, because the employees that you're so concerned about, they did not, in fact, or they put in their time, their effort, and all the other content creators that came forward. So it's very selfish to ask us not to post stuff because of your selfish needs. Now,
Whoa. I like how you're doing the old modern woman trick and then flipping it on the brothers, okay? You're saying the men are the ones that are selfish. No one told you to make that comment. And you know what's selfish? You going on other platforms, doubling down on the fact that Nick Fuentes isn't a racist, even though he admitted himself that he's a racist, and then coming up here and then calling out the guy who held you accountable for pulling out his content away from your platform and saying he's selfish for doing that because of your decisions. No one told you to do that. No one told you to invite Nick Fuentes. You did that because your dumbass was curious. No one else did it. Matter of fact, let me hold up. Let me play the volume. You guys are saying the volume was low. Let me play that one more time. I'm gonna play that one more time. But y'all at least heard a little bit, right? Let me play that one more time.
answer questions that people have brought my way. So the first thing is, why did you have Nick on? So the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on,
let me know if y'all can hear
was
that.
because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view, you would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be a bad. Well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew, but he was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned on everything. Now, I've seen a lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb, And I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So I did know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known sexist. I did know that basically every bad name in the book from the right and the left, everyone hated him. So the reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist. And, you know, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews trying to interrogate someone. I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from.
But all as the world turns. You see, Just Pearly Things wants to hold other women accountable while being unaccountable herself. This is ridiculous, and I don't understand how anybody would take her serious in women's rights or men's rights or dating coaching or grifting, whatever she does, because obviously she should have took the L. She made a terrible mistake. It was so awesome that it was terrible. But no, when people started coming after her, the reaction channels, the Abbas and Preaches, the playbacks of the world, the O'Shea Duke Jacksons of the world, no, she had an issue with us, her and some of the minions over there. The minion that I'm talking about specifically is that one guy, is it Amari or whatever that jerk's name is, that one no talent guy who gets all the recruits over there, the guy who makes like $500 a week, whoever that guy is a complete no talent. All right. And bro, if I'm ever in the UK, I can guarantee you, bro, you don't got what I got. All right. So you over there wolfing like you're some big time guy, bro. You can't even afford to buy me an espresso. So we're not even gonna get into that. You're young brother. I would stop all of that animosity, broke boy. But anyways, let's kind of get back to the whole point. She admitted that, and then what did she have to say? Well, on her live stream, she was making and taking several shots at the MTR, Legal Tutorials and Reviews. Let's play that clip.
For all the reaction channels that came for me the last 2 months, I'd just like to say, number one, any requests to not have the dating show put out is very selfish, because the employees that you're so concerned about, they did not, in fact, or they put in their time, their effort, and all the other content creators that came forward. So it's very selfish to ask us not to post stuff because of your selfish needs. Now, because
y'all heard that part, right? I'm sorry, it was a little quiet. I had to turn the volume up for some reason. But y'all heard that part. She's basically calling MTR selfish for holding her accountable by pulling away content. But then she's hiding behind her her crew and saying, oh, well, you're the one who's selfish because, well, our crew is mostly black people, and you're saying that you're holding me accountable because of the racist thing, but what about them? They had nothing to do with it. Oh, they didn't, did they? Let me just go ahead and play this video real quick.
I will say I did not find Nick to be racist. My staff actually did not find him to be racist.
Wait, he was talking.
You didn't find him to be racist, and the same staff members you're hiding behind right now didn't find Nick Fuentes to be a racist. That's you doubling down after that bullshit apology you decided to so graciously give us, right? I'm sorry, but it seems as though this is well deserved. You trying to hide behind your staff? You trying to hide behind all these other black folks? No, it's you. And plus, you can't hide behind them because they don't believe Nick Fuentes was a racist, and we know that because look at Blessings and all these King Richards and Mary. Look at Mary talking about, oh yeah, you black folks, yeah, all you black folks. You see, let me tell you something about black people, okay? Black people, the reason why you guys are so dumb and you'll never get ahead is because you refuse to open the Overton window, yeah? You get me, yeah? To open the Overton window to let guys like me and Pearly come in here and expound on a conversation, right? That's why you guys will never be able to get ahead, yeah? Because you get me, yeah? All right, in it? Yeah, you get me. Because all you guys, you never get ahead. You guys get so emotional. We get so butthurt when we talk about racist things. And you have to open the Overton window, yeah? And let me tell you something else, brother, okay? Abba and preach O'Shea Duke Jackson, yeah? I got smoke for you guys, yeah? Hey, listen, hey, Amiri, whenever you ready for that smoke for O'Shea, he ready for you, bro. You can tell in his reaction videos, he is waiting for you to do something. And the fact that you haven't done a dedicated video to O'Shea yet to let him fry your ass is just telling. You don't want that smoke. Matter of fact, you haven't even done anything for Abba and Preach yet. They still waiting on you. Because you... I don't even know why they focused on your dumb ass so much, bro, but it's hilarious that they are, because you are asking for a smoke defending a woman who's obviously racist, and she just said in this video I just played that you don't believe that Nick Fuentes was racist. So why in the fuck will we let niggas like you come in and open the Overton window, yeah, to have conversations about this, yeah? Because realistically, we did, and you, or at least not you, your Master Pearl, was sitting here laughing with a racist, talking about how slavery was embellished. This is what we get. Listen, I think y'all got the wrong impression. Black folks, they don't, listen, it's not that we're not trying to have people on to have conversations about race and all this stuff like that. Yo, bring on the racists if you want to have a conversation, but we need qualified people. We need qualified people to be able to challenge their perspective. Listen, Abba, the same guy you got smoked for, yeah? He went on and debated Nick Fuentes. He did it with Destiny. And guess what? It was interesting as fuck because it pissed Nick Fuentes off. Why? Because Nick Fuentes couldn't get off his rhetoric. He couldn't get off his little propaganda spiel because none of them dudes would let him get away with it. It was hilarious because we saw him try and he never got away with it. But with you being oh so stupid, you sat there and agreed with them. You laughed with them. And when he was talking about Jews and their Holocaust being embellished, you equated that to slavery being embellished, and y'all laughed at him, talking about African time and all these other things, right? That's what happens when we let the wrong people come in, yeah? You understand that? You get me, right? Innit? You understand, yeah? That's what happens. I'm sorry, but let me just play that one more time. Let me play that video one more time, y'all, so y'all get where I'm coming.
I will say, I did not find Nick to be racist. My staff actually did not find him to be racist.
Wait, he was talking to an Italian girl next to you and saying that she shouldn't have a black boyfriend or something along those lines.
He doesn't believe in...
He did say, I am a bit racist, even in that. And in fact, in your apology, you said that he said racist things.
Well, there's a video coming out about all of that, but you'll see.
Oh, how we like to dodge questions. How we like to, when we get pressed, just deflect and obfuscate from the truth. The fact of the matter is, the fact that you and them niggas back there working for you, blessings, Mary, King Riches, Auntie Jenny, all of you guys don't believe this guy was a racist, even though he's a self-admitted racist and anti-Semite. You guys are all racist. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are a racist. You are. You can't hide that. So you trying to hide behind your little fans and audience in this little video talking about, yeah, MTR. It's so selfish of you. Yes, you are selfish because you are threatening to hold me accountable. But what about these Africans? Huh? What about my Africans? They're black too. You gonna hold them accountable? They don't think he's racist. No. MTR was right for removing and getting all semblance of his brand away from y'all crazy fucks. Because at the end of the day, Pearl, you said it yourself. You don't believe that Nick Fuentes is a racist. And your staff doesn't believe he's a racist. So that means you, that means King Riches, that means Blessings, that means Auntie Jenny, and all you lot fucks, yeah? You get me, huh? You're all fucking racist, innit? Huh? You get me, yeah?
Because of that, I don't care. We will be posting that this week. Request denied. Denied. Also, guys, Blessing is still waiting for your call. For your concern about him. Especially those of you that were in...
I'm sorry. Oh my God, she looks so haggard, bruh. Your hair is unkept. You look like you've been crying. You got bags all on your eye. I wouldn't doubt that you were sitting here crying about MTR. Why you take down this video? I gotta show strength. I gotta show strength to my team. MTR, how selfish of you. How selfish of you. Look at these Africans. You are taking food out of their mouths, okay? But you know what? I'm still gonna post the video anyways because I gotta feed my Africans. That's essentially what she's saying, bro. Look at her. She look like she just got done crying. Like you look haggard. You look like a mess. I mean, look at who comes on camera looking like this. I mean, look at this. Look at this. What is attractive about this? Obsidian, is this your virginal queen? What is this? She can't even come on camera in that multi-$1,000 studio that she got to even present herself well. I mean, what is this? She was crying a whole bunch before she came and did this video. Look at this. Look at this. You trying to pretend like this don't hurt, but we know it hurts you, girl. What is this? This is a girl. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says Nick Fuentes was on Obsidian yesterday. Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa. Whoa. Hold up. Something just changed. Hold up. Time out. Hold on. Now I gotta. This ain't true, bro. We could. Hold up. Time out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Time out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Time out. Wait a minute. When you gotta show me the video, bro. I'm on his channel right now. I'm not seeing it. You gotta show me the video, bro, because I'm about to fry that little nigga. That little short stack. Hey, Obi, short stack. Hey, yeah. Hey, listen, bro. You about to get fried if that's true. And you listen. You thought Donovan Sharp exposed your dumb ass? It's about to get even worse for your ass. Like you have not dealt with the likes of me. Like I show everybody everything. You know I do it too. Y'all niggas know I would do it. I don't play with these fools. And realistically, I already know about Obsidian. I know where you live. I know all that stuff, nigga. I know you and your wife. How would she feel knowing that you're doing this online for her? For her? Obsidian, you ready to risk everything for this? This is crazy. Like, bruh, hey, this is a girl. Let me finish the super chat. He says, saying slavery was embellished, and he didn't challenge him at all and cut everyone that tried off. He's a sellout. Oh, I knew Obsidian was a sellout. Please, somebody. I'm on his channel right now. Hold up. I'm on his channel right now. Let me know if you guys can see this. All right? I'm on his channel right now. Was it this one? Or was it this one? Which one was it? Because whichever one that was, I'm going to watch it. And if this is true, he's getting fried. Like, you getting, Obsidian, you getting exposed. Like, really fucking bad. Because you're the founder, not only of the Negro manosphere, but the black manosphere as a whole. You are. And to devolve in this degeneracy, I will expose you really bad. And matter of fact, I'll make shit worse for you offline. I'm not playing with you, bruh. You're the founder of the black manosphere. You telling me a racist came on and you did nothing? What this proves is you're a bitch. You're a little bitch, short stack. Come on, little boy. You're a bitch, Obi. This is correct, and I believe it. I honestly, I don't even have to. I believe it. I believe it. He didn't challenge Pearl. He wanted to date. He turned that whole live stream with Pearl into a dating show. So I believe it. But if this is true, your life offline about to be hell. I'm not playing with you, bro. Like, I'm dead ass not playing with you, Obi. Like, I'm gonna come up here and there are a few people online that you know, we'll poke and pat and play around with. But your ass about to. Hey, bro. Hey, like, somebody tell me which video it was. I'm going to do a reaction to it, and Obsidian's life is going to get a lot more horrible after this. I'm telling you that right now. Your girl is going to find out. Your black wife is going to find out who your internet virgin queen is. That's what's about to happen, Obsidian. This is crazy if this is true. Like, you have no idea what the hell you're doing, and you're supposed to be the black manosphere leader? Huh? Huh? You sitting here gatekeeping. First of all, Donovan Sharp deserved to be kicked out. But I think in addition to Donovan Sharp getting kicked out of the Black Manosphere, you need to be done. You need to be excommunicado. Done. Finito. You're gone. You can't sit there and call yourself the leader of the Black Manosphere while singing and dancing with racists while trying to date one like Pearl. That's ridiculous. Charles Indick, shout out to you for the $3 super chat. He says, Pearl looks like she got a banana. Her name's Paul. Okay. It's not Pearl, it's Paul. All right, just keep that in mind.
Studio, and didn't ask for his, and didn't ask. Some of you connected with him on Instagram that were in studio, not going to name names, and never reached out to him.
Most definitely.
Same with Auntie and some of my other talents. So, you know, we're also going to be doing.
Oh, hell no. It was this one? Okay. All right. He says start at the 4-hour mark. All right. Okay. I think we found listen, I know I had something set up for tomorrow, but guys, I gotta do this. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to roast Obsidian. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to roast Obsidian, and I'll do it. It'd be very, very bad. It'd be actually the most. It'd be worse than Lord Marquardt. Matter of fact, it'd be worse than Zesty TV. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see me roast him. It'd be bad, bruh. I'm telling you, Obsidian. Like, put a 1 in the chat if you want me to roast the leader of the Black Manosphere and destroy him. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see it. It's gonna be bad. If you sat here after sitting there and seeing all this shit with Pearl, and you're going to sit here and just let a racist go on through? And on top of that, you were antagonizing other people that try to hold them accountable? You're done. Your career is done. You're done. Like, for real. Like, fuck you, leadership, all that shit. Nah. You were the last standing nigga. Hey, listen, O'Shea's gone. Ain't nobody protecting your dumb ass now, bitch. You're done. You're fucking done. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see it. He's got no protection. Listen, bro, you thought niggas were just sitting back and not coming at you hard because of what? What? Because you were actually a quote-unquote leader? You didn't think you had protection on you, nigga? Ain't nobody in the Black Manosphere but you now, bro, and you about to get decapitated. So it's all depending on what the chat says. But if the chat wants to know a little bit more about Obsidian and who he is, put a 1 in the chat. Because it seems like this guy likes to dance with racists, and we gonna find out the rest of your family and tell them, hey, did you know that this guy pretends to be the leader of the Black Manosphere while protecting racists? Did you know that? And your finances ain't even looking that good, buddy, so I don't even know why you sit here online. Yeah, nigga, brothers kept quiet about that shit for a while. Like, you got these books that you're struggling to sell, but nigga, your shit's ass. Your sales are horrible, all right? It's all bad. Your fucking house. I mean, look what the fuck you live in. You talk about high-value man. You look what you live in a fuck. Your shed is worse than Zesty TVs. Yeah, we already do that. We already do that, okay? We already do that. But I think it's time for the rest of the world to know who the fuck you are. Maybe. Because you're no longer the leader of the manosphere, bro. You're just the leader of a bunch of coons. That's what it is. You're the leader of the coon space. the coon sphere. That's what it is. And the fact that niggas that have been protecting you for this long has let this go for so long. You spewing your hatred. And y'all know it's always against. Listen, normally it's one of those things where it's like, all right, we want to keep it in the group because, you know, it's up to us to hold our women accountable as Black men. But the fact that we're seeing how you're behaving now, it just proves that you were never fair. You actually have a deep-seated hatred to Black women. And you're passing on that hatred to all of these young men. So what's that? You're teaching these young men how to hate women, not get along, yet pretending that you want them to get together. You're promoting a racist like Pearl to be the top of this space in the manosphere. What's next? Mass sterilization for men? Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all didn't know that. That's what they're doing. Roll Tomasi. All these guys who are backing this up, Fresh and Fit, they're backing Rollo Tomasi up when he says that young men in their 20s should get vasectomies. Think about this. Young men in their 20s, some of them aren't even having sex like that, but you want to sterilize them? So then when I'm sitting there telling y'all that you guys are the opposite of feminists, when they're putting Planned Parenthood in these black neighborhoods to sterilize our women, when they're forcing them to get abortions, this birth control nonsense, because we don't want to have the accountability. Y'all are over here preaching the exact same thing with these vasectomies. At 20 years old, you want a young man to snip their balls? And y'all think that these guys aren't on some kind of program to sterilize the black population? First, they came for the black women, and they demonized them. Now they're coming for you. And you know what's funny? It's not even funny. It's just sad, but you got to laugh, because if you don't laugh, what else are you going to do? The same people who are propping up this message are black men who are clapping for it. Black men are clapping for mass sterilization of themselves. This is what's coming. So it's beyond just Pearly Things now. Because what Pearly Things exposed was the entire agenda you fucks, at least they had for you, and you promoted to us. You're done, Obsidian. You're done. All y'all niggas gots to go. Thank you, Deuces, for letting me be aware of that. I can't believe it, because I still got that Rollo post in my mind. Him telling these young men to go ahead and get vasectomies. I'm still on that. Because it shows the agenda for what it is. First, they sterilized the black women. Now they're focusing on sterilizing the black men. And you wonder why the black population has been stagnant year after year. Matter of fact, you can even predict within the next decade, it's going to start going down. Wake up. These people are evil.
A very interesting video coming up about the unfair journalism in the space.
Yep.
And really giving some examples of where journalism has gone awry. And I'm really excited to put that video out. God only knows, because, Blessing is very, slow sometimes. He's a perfectionist, so it's got to be perfect. But it's fine, He is the best. He is top producer. He's the best producer in the game. So it'll be coming out. But we're excited to release all dating show episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna give them a sneak preview, but I was like,
oh, give it to him. Let's show him. Come on, let's show him a sneak preview.
guys,
All right.
exclusive. I'm gonna give them the trailer though. Let me get the trailer ready.
All right, we're gonna wait, someone said Tate Fuentes and Gabby. Put a 1 in the chat if we should release all dating show footage, because they care about the black content creators that were involved in the footage, don't they?
Damn,
They wouldn't be so selfish.
Damn, a lot of ones in it. A lot of ones.
Yeah, they wouldn't be so selfish to not want to release that footage that the staff that they were so concerned about worked so hard on. Blessing, did you receive a call?
I didn't receive a call.
Tell them about your trauma.
Listen, I've gained weight, just stressing. That's why I'm in the gym, traumatized daily. Keep the ones coming.
Yeah. Now, so all those job offers that were offered to my staff, did anyone take those?
Man, no one wants to work for them green screen people.
Again, a lot of these guys, their go-to is the studio. Look at our production quality. Who the fuck cares if you're barely getting 3,000 views per video? Who fucking cares about your production quality? You're not even bruh, the fact that our views are matching Pearly per video drop doesn't make any sense. We shouldn't even be on the same level. My sub count is not even close to yours, and I'm struggle steering with my little curtains up here. So the fact that y'all keep going to this, oh, look at the green screen. We got this video. All of y'all are sharing the exact same casting couch with Pearl. That's it. You look at Amiri's video. Actually, let me go to Amiri's channel right now. You go to Amiri's channel right now. He does the exact same thing. All right, he's over here talking about, listen to this. I'm a self-made man. Meanwhile, he's sitting on the same couch. All of y'all are playing Ring Around the Rosie with the same couch in studio. None of y'all are self-made people. Y'all never were self-made people. Fred Mayer, shout out to you for the $2 super that said Obsidian used to go. We gonna help him with that. Oh, it's gonna get bad. Like his life is gonna get it's gonna get really bad. It's gonna get really bad. It's time we start holding y'all niggas accountable. And Obsidian, you're gonna get it especially worse because you were the founder of the Black Manosphere space, and the fact that you stooped this low is embarrassing. It just is. And Kevin Samuels, out of everybody else, promoted you. He's been promoting your books. Kevin Samuels has been shouting you out, and you have the balls after he died to come up here and say, well, Kevin Samuels would approve of what I'm doing if he was alive. You are going to get it really, really bad, and I'm not going to hold back. I'm sorry. I hold back with a lot of people, but everybody's going to get it. Everybody. I'm sorry, but they need to know who the fuck you are online. If they don't know already, they're going to know now, because I think they just have a picture of you being a leader of the Black Manosphere space, but I don't think a lot of them really listen to your content like that. I think a lot of people don't really know what you're all about, and you're a racist sympathizer. That's what you are, Obsidian. You're not a Black Manosphere leader. You're one of these coons they put in front of us to convince us that we're too emotional and racism isn't real. Systemic oppression isn't real. That's what you are, and I think everyone else needs to know about it. So he's gonna get it worse. He's gonna go, and we're gonna help him get there. That's just what it is. But look at this. Look at this. You're going to post a video that he pulled out on. You're being smug about it. You're being cute. You're being cheeky, right? You got a Mary, what is his name? What's that? Blessings back there, right? Are we going to post a sneak peek? Because you guys are all green screen people. All you guys have green screen. Bruh. Realistically, it's really not about the production. It's about the talent. And the fact that you guys have to depend on people coming into your studios, it means you got no talent. Oh, we're struggle streaming over here. Nigga, listen, matter of fact, even my audience think I'm better doing my stream without guests. And y'all go to my old channel. I used to have guests come on here left and right. We would have women come up here. We'll talk. We'll do all this stuff. And frankly, I found that boring because realistically, listen, ladies, I love y'all. Don't get me twisted. I love y'all. But I don't want to sit here and have conversations about the same old thing because it gets boring. I don't like talking about women because I'm not obsessed with y'all like that, all right? I love y'all, but I'm not obsessed with y'all. These people are, and it's a difference, okay? So I used to have those channels all left and right and whatnot, but you know what my audience told me? They're like, Duke, honestly, you're better off just struggling streaming by yourself. Your channel is way better just you sitting there in front of a camera screaming your ass off. And that's what we do. Y'all depend on guests. Y'all depend on fancy lights in studios. I just have a camera and $100 mic. That's it. That's all we need. And our views are matching yours. Pay attention. Because when they don't have an argument, they fall back to the production quality. It's just pathetic at this point.
Yeah. Because they're it's.
They don't know my condition. Like, come work for me, bruv. You are somewhere in America. How am I even gonna get there? You know, bruv. People
Tell them what you thought of their production quality.
A lot of people need help out there. That's why I'm starting a tech channel. I just want to help you guys.
Yeah, Blessing doesn't do charity. He doesn't. You know, we pay well at JPT. We don't.
Oh yes, indeed.
Yeah, like we don't. He doesn't. You're not going to these charity channels. This isn't charity work.
Yeah, I already listen. Before Pearl, I worked for a lot of people. I'll say like myself, you know.
Time out. Who's making money? Who's making money here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is this? Let me zoom in real quick. I don't think y'all see this. I don't think y'all see this for real. What is this? We make money at JPT. It took him 4 hours to get 400 views? It takes 2 hours to get 100 views, 170 views? You're making money 7 hours to get 300 views? Look, hey, keep your mouth closed, boy. 12 hours to get 900 views? Hell, I got more people watching me live right now than you did in 7 hours, King Riches. What is this? We make money here in JPT. What is this? Look at the same old couch, the same old Pearl studio. You got all this production quality, and this is what you had to offer? Where's Auntie Jenny? Let's go to Auntie Jenny. Hold up. We got to go Auntie Jenny. What is this? She got 42,000 subscribers. What is this? Look at this. Look at this chat. Am I tripping? Look, 2 weeks ago, you barely eked out 1,000 views 2 weeks ago. Matter of fact, you did less than that 2 weeks ago. Look at all these videos. They're posting it at the same time, too. And the reason we have to post at the same time, because realistically, their click-through rate sucks. Their click-through rate sucks. Look at this. 2 weeks to get 500 views. But you got 40,000 subscribers. Look at this. I don't even want to hover over your content because YouTube counts that as a view. I mean, for real, we're making money at JPT. Who was eating off of 538 views in 2 weeks? Who's eating off of this? It's not even your video. It's Pearl in there. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? It took you a month to get 1,000 videos. 1,000 views. Another month to get 1,000 views. What is this? Who's eating? Oh, you did it well over here, Auntie Jenny. Oh, because we got Sarah. You were talking about Sarah. Matter of fact, the only reason why y'all are eating is because y'all are just eating off the beef. That's just what it is. I mean, come on. Look at this. Look at that. You got to use Andrew Tate's name to get views. The only time you're getting views is when you're talking about haters. Y'all not eating. What? Like, listen, look at this. I want to find Amiri's channel. I'm going to find that nigga's channel. I'm going to find his channel, bruh. But, like, for real, we eating over here just at Just Pearly things, huh? Oh, we eating over here just a birthday. Shut up. Y'all are starving. You're starving.
Bruh,
Tell them what you thought of their production quality.
A lot of people need help out there. That's why I'm starting a tech channel. I just want to help you guys.
Yeah, Blessing doesn't do charity. He doesn't, we pay well at JPT. We don't.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, like he doesn't, you're not going to these charity channels. This isn't charity work.
Yeah, listen, before Pearl, I worked for a lot of people. I'll say like my...
So I'm sorry. What is this? Nigga, it took you 2 days to get 61 views. What is this? Who's eating, bruh? Amiri. Who is eating, bruh? Look at this. 3 days, 400 views. Nigga, you got 800 subscribers, yet Pearl is promoting you. You got Pearl promoting you. What happened to that 40,000 subscribers and she says everybody gets signing up with her? You can't even do it. It means you are a talentless hack, Amiri. Look at your channel. You got 800 subscribers, 60 videos, and you can barely get 61 views in 2 days. Who's eating? Oh shit, we got a super chat. I'm sorry, I got too deep into this. He said, I just blew through Racine at 90 miles per hour. Hey, I mean 70 miles per hour. You in Racine, Wisconsin? Hey, shout out to you, bro. Let me know if you in town, bro. We can link up, bro. You cool as fuck. For real. Because I'm in Wisconsin, so I know Racine very well. But shout out to you. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Ill Doctrine, bruh. Look at this. Look at this. 4 days, 35 views. 4 days, 73 views. Well, what is it? This one did decent. Single mother gets destroyed for being manipulative. Oh, okay. When you're talking about single mamas, all right. What's this one? Fresh Prince reacts to the deadliest animal encounters. What is this? I don't know what Fresh Prince means, bruh. But your channel sucks, Amiri. Your channel sucks. Listen, my backup channels get more views than this. Look at this. Who's eating? Look at this. Y'all need to give this shit up. Just give it up. You want to talk about production quality? Actually, let me look at this shit. Nigga.
What's up, you?
You on the same... Oh, he actually did a video on Album Preach. Oh, there go the smoke right here. Ain't nobody watching your shit, nigga. 127 views. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Look at this loser. Look at this loser on the same couch. On the same couch. But y'all supposed to be self-made niggas. You're on the same couch. Pearl sitting on that same couch right now, bruh. Listen. Listen, bruh. Pearl sitting on that same couch, bruh. Amiri. Pearl sitting on that same couch, bruh. On the same couch, bruh. You want to talk about being self-made? What is this? You going after Albert and Priest, you could barely get 127 people to look at that, bro. What is this? You ain't even got no comments in this mug. Oh, my Lord. Chineke, help me, though. Help me. These people are ridiculous. I can't take them serious. Look at them. Look at, I don't know if I should react to this video because it might give him more clout than he needs, bro. Realistically, I can't believe I'm that channel saying that, but like, I'm for real. But I low-key kind of want to react to it, and it might actually help him out more than Pearl is doing right now. Jesus, y'all using the same studio, the same production quality, and 127 views is the best you can do. My backup channel has 400 subscribers. You have double mine, and I get more views than that. That's crazy. But you gonna sit there and listen to Pearly things saying y'all niggas are eating? Look at this nigga. He had to cut off his own dreadlocks. Nigga was starving. He had to sell his own hair. That's what he is. He on that slave contract. Nigga had to sell his hair. Cut off the dreadlocks. Yeah, we gotta sell it. It gotta go. I'm starving. We gotta eat. On the same couch. And yet y'all gonna sit here and laugh at people because they got green screens. They got a microphone. They don't have the same production level, but they're doing better than you. Y'all are pathetic. Just pathetic.
Myself, I'm not gonna go into details about what that means. But what I'll say, I worked with a lot of people like those that offered me jobs, And I know how people like that function, no saying names.
You should just
Someone says, is that the dude with one nut? Yes, that's the dude with one nut. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And she laughed in the exact same way she was laughing with Nick Fuentes. She's laughing the exact same way she was laughing with Nick Fuentes, people. Ain't that just a shame? Is this what y'all are sacrificing this for? I mean, look at the bags under her eyes, bruh. Look at this. Look, this is not natural for somebody who's 25 years old. Like, I'm 28, bruh. And hold up. I don't even got them bags. Like, how does she have those bags under her eyes, bro? I'm older than her, and I do a lot more in my personal life than you do in your little production. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Y'all niggas see how I move. Y'all wouldn't even last a second in my shoes. Look, I go to London. I got a production. Nigga, you will not last. And I still don't got them bags, bro. How did she get them bags? Y'all see this? Like, look at this. How do you get this? How do you get this under your eyes at 25 years old? How do you look this reckless at 25 years old? This is ridiculous. Sir Chai 87. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, a married God blesses pregnant with twins. Oh, hey, what? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. That's weird. Blessings do sound like a bitch, though. Brandon Reyes, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, I get more views than him on my shorts. Facts! Facts! Look at this nigga. Look at this. Look at this. This is the guy that has smoke, yeah? You got smoke for Auburn Preach, yeah? What is this? I can't believe this, dog. I honestly cannot believe this, bro. Let's keep going. I'm having too much fun with this, bro.
Stop. Why would you do that? Stop. Why would you guys do that?
So here are all these sneak disses and all of this stuff, which I guess is okay. I mean, nobody is sensitive about that. And he had pretty much told her, like, look, we don't want, or I don't want whatever footage released. He did a dating show with her. He didn't want it to be released because he didn't want to have any affiliation with her. And she's going to go ahead and put that out, which, all right, that's fair. Whatever. You can do whatever you want. But the issue was with the content in the calling out and laughing at the fact that the man has what you believe is one testicle. So because the man had surgery and he had cancer, you're making fun of that. And she's laughing. This is why you are a low down Bia. Because it was your mistake as to why. Listen to what I'm saying. It is your mistake as to why you are where you are right now. Okay. And your animosity and all of this and you being upset, that has everything to do with you. But you caused it on yourself. So now you're calling him out. The guy is not even talking about you anymore. In fact, nobody is talking about you anymore. We've already grifted everything off of you. So, bro, like, nobody's even talking about you. Or this guy Blessing who you're talking about is some excellent producer. Somebody wants to hire him. That guy is trash. All right. Number one, stop the show. I see your podcast. There's nothing that is so great about a live stream in the ATM mini switcher and all of that. Like, you guys don't have even you're using those Shure Struggle SM MV7s over there, dusting it up. You have some cameras. You probably don't even own any editing equipment. You guys are trash. So I don't know why you think that guy is a great producer. I mean, like, that guy is terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. If you want to go see some great production, stop the show. Go look at the Pan African Dating Show, and you'll actually see good production. People like Dima, that is good production. What you guys do is okay. But the guy's not great. Out here, he will get smoked. Trust me. He's not that good. So I don't know why you feel like somebody wants to hire his dusty ass, but no. That dude is dusting it up, all right? You might as well call him just super dusty brother. SDB. That's what he is, all right? He is super. Call him asbestos. He's that dusty. Anyways, but it was uncalled for to talk about the guy's cancer. And even though you didn't mention it, you laughed at it. And you look bitter. That's why you have to do all.
Look at the bags under her eyes, bro. She's a scorned woman. Shout out to O'Shea for doing that. She does look bitter, bro. Let's go into another video where MTR actually responded to this. All right, let's see what he has to say about this.
The dude with one nut. Yes, that's the dude with one nut. Yes.
forgot about that.
Look at, I'm sorry, chat. I can't get over the bags in her, under her eyes, bruh. Like, I can't get over this. Like, this is just bad. Like, this is bad. This is not good. She look like she's been crying for a while. Like, look at that. You can almost put a fucking quarter in this bitch. You can put 2 quarters in here. Look at this. This is not what a 25-year-old is supposed to be looking like.
Stop, why would you do that? Stop, why would you do that?
Guys, as men in our society, we go through a lot of pain. We go through a lot of struggle. We go through a lot of shit. But women like Pearl will utilize our pain, hurt, and as what it is. Secondly, shout out to all the content creators that have reached out to me behind the scenes with ideas of how I can roast these people. let me also say this, is that I've talked about this on my platform before, that this is not a beefing platform, but to say that I was a bit surprised that my condition was brought up on a platform that's supposed to support men or give advice for men in a joking or a trolling manner is the literal definition of hypocrisy, the literal definition of irony. But such is life. Now, to catch some people up, in the fall of 2021, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. Actually, I have a video up on the channel where a few hours removed of my diagnosis, I made a video speaking about what has happened and what will happen going into the future, after which I took about 30 days off to mentally collect myself as I was physically healing through this bout. It was without a doubt one of the most traumatic experiences that I've gone through within my life. And with anybody who's gone through a cancer diagnosis, or anybody that has a family member or a loved one that has gone through cancer, you guys all know exactly what it is that I'm speaking about. I released that video because I had one goal in mind, and that goal was to save lives. Now, prior to me clicking publish on the I Have Cancer video, I knew that certain unscrupulous people on the internet, those that will troll to entertain themselves, or just haters in general, will stop at nothing to use information like that, especially information that they think that you're self-conscious about, to utilize that as ammunition, to weaponize that information against me. But through that, I chose to release that video because my goal is to help men. And if I have the opportunity to save lives, because I speak about something that's not given enough airtime within this society, then I absolutely will. And I would never take back that decision, especially after receiving email after email from people affected, from mothers and fathers saying thank you because of what you said and urging men to go get their physicals and their screenings. You have saved my son's life. And my response to them is, if I had the opportunity, I would absolutely do it again. All of the hate that I have received, all of the people alleging that I've never had cancer, they can all kick rocks, because I want to deliver value to this world at the end of the day. Now, to everybody that's just like, yo, roast them up, bring them to the barbecue, I'm gonna let you guys know right now that this is not gonna be this type of video. Another person that I consulted with and I showed the original cringe video to was my pops. And ever since I was a little kid, I've always leveraged my pops on how to handle unique situations like this. And of course, he gave me the, when they go low, you go high. So he said,
that's bullshit. That's bullshit, MTR. You know it. When they go low, you go low with them. Fuck that shit, bro. What you mean go high? Well, going high is going to do nothing else, because she came out with another video going even lower. So while you sitting here riding high, you getting clowned, bro. You getting clowned left and right, bro. You need to take her down. Like, that's what you need to do, right? I mean, I can't tell you how to run your platform now. I can't do that. But like, you sitting here talking about when you go low, when they go low, you go high. That's bullshit. People who say that, they don't have it. They don't really have any tools to really come back with. Trust me, if you had the power, you would do it. hey, listen. But it's you. It's your platform. It's you she's talking about. So I respect it. So you don't wanna go low with them. You don't wanna go low with it. Is what it is. But she made fun of you about something that was deeply not only personal, but realistically, but it could have been life-threatening. I know people who died from cancer. I had uncles and grandmas that died from cancer. If she did it about me, I'd be ruining her life in any way, shape, or form that I could, whether online or in real life. I would do that, because that's just not how that works. You go low, I go even lower. Ask anyone who's ever tried to come for this platform. You go low, we go even lower. Hell, we gonna dig in the mud and shower ourselves with the dirt, bitch. That's what we all about. I ain't playing with y'all niggas. And guess what? Ain't nobody fucking with us. You keep them off because they know how crazy you're willing to go. If you go low, they know you're gonna go low with them. So you staying high is just gonna leave you open to get ridiculed. And you guys looking now, people are looking at MTR a little sus. Y'all can't deny that. Y'all are looking at him sus. I respect them, but there are a lot of people looking at him sus because you're taking this little high road that you're taking, and it comes off pretentious, bruh. It does. I'm gonna be real with you, MTR. It's coming off pretentious. I gotta go high to this. Nah, nigga. She laughed at you at a vulnerable moment, and you sitting there. I'm gonna go high with what? With what? Kitten gloves? You know, play patty cake with her. She's not here to play with you, MTR. And this is the one thing, see, this is why good people, or quote unquote people who perceive themselves as good people, this is why y'all niggas get screwed over all the goddamn time. Because y'all are dealing with demons and you're acting like y'all playing with angels out here. What are you talking about go high? She's not a high person. She may look high, I don't know. But she's low as fuck. And she's getting even lower. She actually, in the next video we're gonna play, she exposes text messages. Private text messages. She don't care about you, nigga. And you want to sit here and play the high road? You look pretentious. But I'm not going to tell you how to run your platform. And I'm also not going to tell you how other people are looking at you. It's your own audience that are looking at you sus, bro. And obviously, you're still going to get that support, and I'm still going to support you. But I'm just being real with you. That's just how I am. I don't care who the fuck is. I'm going to just be real with you. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. No one is going to be mad at you if you decide to go in on her. Now that she responded after you did this video, she went even lower with the text messages. And guys, we're going to play the video. The text messages that she puts up, it actually makes MTR look even bad. Even worse. Because MTR, she exposed the fact that you knew about Nick Fuentes. And you're just pretending for your audience. I want to go high because they go low. Nigga, stop that shit. You better take her down, and you have the numbers and the notoriety to do that. But you're over here playing patty cake, because I want to play high. I want to be the above all. Nigga, you better stop playing with this. They're real demons out here, and they're not playing with you. I'm going to go high. You crazy, bro. But, hey, listen, I don't even want to say you're a better man than me, but I guess you're a better man than me. You're a better man than most of the other guys out here, right? O'Shea, listen, that's the pettiest dude I know. O'Shea petty as hell. Even the old O'Shea, when he and Tommy Sotomayor went at it, that shit was petty as fuck. So even your mentors and guys who were above you, like I won't say above you, O'Shea's not really above you, but like realistically, O'Shea's been around, right? He'll get down petty. You sitting here trying to take the high road, it's weird. It comes off pretentious. She mocked a life-threatening or potentially life-threatening issue for you. And you're talking about go to high road. I guess you're a better man than most people. I don't know. Maybe that's the image you're trying to portray. Maybe that's the image. But if you keep going down this route and trying to prove like you're this infallible, flawless human being, because that's what it's kind of coming off as. And maybe I'm reading it wrong. But if you're not showing a little bit of edge, bro, this looks pretentious. This is my honest take. It's coming off pretentious. She made fun of your cancer, and you're sitting here talking about going high. How high you want to go? And then guys, I shit you not. The next video she dropped after MTR did this, she exposed the text messages, and it made him look even worse. Because this nigga knew about Nick Fuentes, and I don't want to say pretended. I don't want to say that. But it gives a lot of people who are saying that, yo, you kind of knew about the whole Nick Fuentes, and when you came online, you were just pretending for your audience. It makes you look bad. This looks pretentious, bro. So I don't care how high or how low. No one is gonna fault you for exposing her. And I want to see your reaction video. Maybe you're not gonna do a reaction video. Maybe you're gonna forget about it. But I'm gonna tell you this: even though your fans are still gonna rock with you and people are still gonna rock with you, we're still gonna support you. This is gonna leave a bad taste in all of their psyches. That's what it's gonna do, because it's just gonna show that okay, this guy's putting up a front. Yeah, this guy's putting up an image. That's interesting. But we've seen you hold black women accountable on your platforms, MTR. We've seen you hold multiple other people accountable, like even harsher than you're treating Pearl right now. But when she comes after your cancer, all of a sudden it's I'm gonna take the high road.
Ignore it. Don't even respond to it. But then I thought to myself that there's a lot of young men today that are dealing with bullies, they're dealing with enemies, they're dealing with opposition, and they don't know how to handle the situation, or they emotionally react to something instead of logically respond to it. So I want to bring you guys through my thought process of how I contextualize this situation to allow me to be happy, chipper, and just go on my day. So I'm gonna utilize this as a teaching lesson, as well as you guys to understand a little bit more about insights regarding me, because maybe I'm tripping, all right? Maybe this is just completely funny, haha, kiki. It's fair game to utilize shame and insults, and specifically a cancer diagnosis or laughing at a cancer diagnosis in order to exact revenge upon our enemies, right? So in order to understand that, let's understand first the context of the situation. So here's the long story short version of the situational context. And it's as follows. Just Pearly Things does content with Nick Fuentes. I land in London a month later, unaware that this content was done, and did not watch the content before coming into London. I get back from London, the story blows up, and I slowly come to the realization of the gravity of said comments and decide to distance myself away from the Just Pearly Things network and platform. Now, before I drop my video entitled Holding Just Pearly Things Accountable, I called Pearl, had a conversation with her, and told her that I'm going to publicly distance myself away from her platform, as well as her offering to me to not air the footage of the Red Pill Bachelor. And let me also talk about this. The reason why I chose to do that is because people would still associate my brand towards her if future content was released on her platform. I never addressed that video again on my platform, and even live streams that I've had where people have asked me specific questions, I have chosen to not say a damn thing.
Then you shouldn't have, listen, if you're not gonna come out and actually call her out, you shouldn't have done this video. You should have just kept your mouth shut. But when you're doing this video and you still didn't really go hard on her, and I kind of saw a little bit of this, but you still didn't really go as hard, and then she came back and exposed the private text message. Listen, you're taking the high road and she's going even lower. You're sitting here playing patty cake, she's going even lower. You probably should have just ignored it. And she probably would have just lost steam. So what was the point of this video? I'm sorry, MTR, I gotta give you a little bit, bro. I gotta give you a little bit. I have to. Like you like, listen, bro. If you're gonna sit there and promote accountability, bro, what is this? What am I looking at? Okay, you pulled your content out. You should have just stayed quiet. Matter of fact, when she came out and did the whole cancer thing, if you want to stay true to your platform, you should have just stayed quiet. But you came out and did this video, and when you did this video, you didn't even expose the things that she exposed. And when she exposed the thing, and we're gonna play it in this chat. In this video, when she exposed that, it made you look bad. You should have just kept quiet, bruh. That's just what it is. If you really want to stay true to your platform and brand, you should have just stayed quiet. You shouldn't even engage. Just let her talk. Look at O'Shea. Look, Zesty TV tried to come after O'Shea. O'Shea kept it quiet. The other people will come after him. He keeps it quiet. Only certain people he goes after. That means if you do a reaction video, you mean that they're worthy of a response. And if they're worthy of a response, you need to shut them down. I'm not going to tell you how to run your platform. I'm just saying, if I were you, and I'm not you, thank God I'm not. This is realistically, because I would have went crazy. You making fun of my cancer? I'm coming out here being vulnerable in my audience, and you're going to use that as a weapon to attack me? Oh, I'm coming after you. All day, every day, I'm coming after you. You're done. Especially if I had personal dealings with you, I'm coming after you. Because realistically, to be fair to MTR, he wasn't rude to her even with the video saying he was going to drop her. He wasn't rude. He wasn't disrespectful. He was nothing but nice to her. And what did she do? She went low. She laughed at your cancer. Even when you weren't disrespectful, she went there. And if she was willing to go there, just don't respond. You should have kept it consistent, but you didn't. So you came out with this video, and I can't help but to think that you're trying to sell us an image, bruh. Like, realistically, y'all play this video through. I watched it. I watched this video. And, like, he was saying a whole bunch of nothing. It was just like, basically, he was trying to make her, he was trying to point out the ignorance. He was trying to point out the ignorance of this whole Pearl situation But realistically, when Pearl responded, it made him look even worse. You should have just kept quiet, because if you kept quiet and she kept hitting you up with this all these attack videos, it would have made her look even crazier, even more like the scorned victim. So realistically, bro, you're kind of bringing this on yourself.
I left her alone, I left her platform alone, and I continued to create the content that I wanted to create. But over a month later, I am now one nut, laugh. Bringing up and making light of a man's bout with cancer seems like a disproportional response to me. There's gonna be a lot of people that will disagree with that, but I think that the majority of moral, sane, happy, value-added people, results-driven and oriented people in society would agree with me. So then
that's where you're wrong. You on YouTube, nigga. Ain't no morals here. I'm sorry. When are you gonna learn? You got 500,000 subscribers. You sitting here looking for moral people? Listen, there are people doing dedicated exposed videos, and some of them are trying to get people to pay them to expose you. Sexton TV. They're trying to expose you right now. You trying to find moral people? Some of them niggas are your fans. Just so you know, and they will watch that shit just because they like the drama. I don't think you understand how YouTube fan bases work. All right, the same people that will support you will go watch another channel clowning you just for the laughs because they want to see you vulnerable. That's how this shit works. It happens all day, every day. It happens to all the content creators. All right, if some people get clowned, right? You see their fan base in their chat rooms sitting there laughing with them. Ha ha ha, whatever. I knew he was a fraud, and then they'll go back and watch a video the next day. Some of them, they'll create alt accounts. They will create alt accounts just to go watch those videos clowning you. This is YouTube. This is the internet. You want to talk about morality? Listen. You can have a code, right? You can have a code of conduct as a man. You can order things and move things around. But if you're expecting morality from the internet, that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard, bro. Like, you can't expect morality from the internet. It just doesn't work that way. The same people who are watching you are the same people that are gonna watch another video of you getting clowned and laugh about it. And it's not that they don't fuck with you. It's not that they don't like respect the things that you say. They do, but sometimes a lot of these content watchers, they like to see the people they watch vulnerable. Sometimes it happens to everybody. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, put a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, put a 2. I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. I know it because I clown young niggas for a living, bro. And so many people I see in my chat are fans of people that I clown. And then you go into the chat rooms, and the same people are just following them and chatting away. It's YouTube. It's the internet. They don't owe you anything but their viewership and occasionally their money. Like, what are you doing, bro? Talking about morality on the internet. This is the type of shit that just sounds pretentious. Even I know that. It's like, yo, listen, and I'm as straight as you can get. Like, in terms of like being fair and being straightforward to people. But don't get it twisted. When you come after me, you gotta be ready for war. So he knows that people are gonna disagree with it, and he understands that. So power to you. But I'm just saying that this crap about morality and good people, you find that outside the internet. On the internet, people pretend to be something else that they're not. And they love laughing at people that sometimes they fuck with. Shane, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, MTR said that she offered not to air the content. And guess what she's doing? She's airing the content. You want to talk about playing dirty? You want to talk about morality? Please, bruh. Stop playing. Stop playing. These internet people not playing with you. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're a content creator. You should know this. Like, you should know this more than anybody else. Sir Shice 87. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, let's keep it real. MTR went in on 6 to Goddard over that coon Nathan, but plays kid gloves with Pearl. Jason Black was right. MTR and Mel probably knew. And I know that. I knew MTR. I knew that he's going after 6 to Goddard. He's going after all these other women, but yet he's playing patty cakes with Pearl. Like, I don't even want to get into it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit's just fake. It screams fake. We see you go after these women. Some of them, they don't even do shit to you. None of them do anything to you. You react in the videos about them. But when it comes to a woman that made fun of your cancer and laughed about it, I'm just going to take the high ground. Morality, please. MTR, You're not fooling us, bro. You're not fooling us, bro. Stop it. Show us that edge you've been talking about. Show us that little edge you got. Come on, bro. You can't be all hugs and kisses, bro. Show us the edge. We want to see the edge, bro. Come on. Maybe you don't have to show it. Maybe you don't got it. Maybe it's just you. Maybe this is just who you are, and that is what it is. But don't sit here demanding morality from the internet, bro. It's not going to happen.
I ask myself, well, why is the response so disproportional? And it's either A, they're just doing it for views. They're just doing it for clicks. They're doing it to just drum up some drama shit. Maybe the views are declining over there and this is what they got to do in order to stir shit up. Or B, they are genuinely very upset, mad, and angry that I have chosen to distance myself away from them from a platform or a business perspective. It's like she's more mad that I distanced myself away from the platform than I was mad at the doctor for throwing my right nut away. This shit kind of reminds me of some modern woman shit, like you break up with a girl and in response, she keys your goddamn car. So that's the contextual environmental situation that I think all men need to understand.
Jeffrey Ebo says, bro, your take is whack. He went in on the first video, and we supported him holding her accountable on the first video. He went in on her, holding her accountable. And what was her response? Because he didn't make fun of her personal shortcomings. He didn't make fun of her weight. He didn't make fun of her looks. He didn't make fun of anything of that. He just went straight at the content. And what was her response? He got one nut. She's laughing at his cancer. So he even admitted in his own video that her response was disproportionate to his video dropping. So if I choose to play nice with you and say, these are the reasons why I'm not fucking with you no more, and I'm still going to hold you accountable, but I'm backing off, and I said nothing else afterwards, and the next video you drop after that is not only admitting the fact that you're going to drop a video that I told you not to drop because I'm keeping my distance and I don't want to be associated with your platform. In addition to that, you're going to laugh at my cancer? So I came at it with a neutral level and you went to level 100. That's disproportionate. And her video after his response video was basically exposing DMs and text messages. Basically proving that MTR knew about Nick Fuentes. And this nigga's still gonna play nice and you're gonna tell me my take is whack? Nigga, you whack. Get the fuck out of here, Jeffrey. The fuck you talking about? My take is whack? I'm just me. This is who I do. You come after me, I come after you. If I'm playing, listen, I did the same thing with SCTV. All right? He wanted to be mean. I treated him with I was nice to him. Everybody in the chat can tell you that. And the moment I realized this nigga wasn't trying to play nice and he was gonna go low, I destroyed him. This is what it is. Y'all talk about 48 Laws of Power, The Art of War. Do y'all even read those books? Nigga, I live that life. What are you talking about? You come from me, you're done. That's why I treat people with respect. I live by my actions, bruh. You ask everybody in the chat. When he was talking his shit, I was treating him with respect. Same thing with Saint the Sinner. When he was doing that shit, at first I was respectful. And then he went to doxing. And then I went to doxing. And he's gone. Where the Saint the Sinner videos on Duke the Don? They're not coming no more, aren't they? There's a reason why. See, in this world, you piss. Hey, Jeffrey, people like you get walked over all the time. That's what happens. People like me don't. That's the difference between you and I. I don't get walked over because I treat you with respect. And it's not because I just got to be respectful. No, because I know how dirty I can get. So if you're willing to go ahead and disrespect me, just get ready for what's coming. That's why people like me survive in the real world, because that's how it works. Niggas like you get walked over. Fuck out of here, bro. I don't care if you think my take is whack. It's the truth. If you don't think the world is harsh like that, then grow the fuck up. Get off the internet and go live. It's not pretty. He's the take is whack. Bro, you're whack. Get the fuck out of here.
Stand before responding to somebody. Because when I think of the environment, I just think of, well, it's disproportional response. There must be an emotional factor that is playing into the way that they're choosing to do this. So after the environment in the background gets assessed, the next thing that you have to assess is the people within it. The first person that I'm going to talk about is Pearl's producer, the one that brought up the comment that said one nut. And guys, understand this, is that there is nothing that I've said on my platform in the 1,300 videos that I have on this channel about someone that I would not then say to their face. But men, understand this. It is not masculine behavior whatsoever to say things negatively about someone from the comfort of your monitor. And in fact, meeting her producer in person, he is the exact same type of person that I would expect to punch below the belt. No pun intended. Because certain types of men default to toxic feminine behaviors, such as being passive aggressive and throwing ad hominem attacks, doing sign language, shame and insulting. Because in reality, that man cannot compete with you by any degree and measure of masculinity in reality. So in reality, I think to myself, how could I ever be mad at this guy or anything that he would ever say about me, when in fact, I pity him. Once you transition in your mind, why
pity? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna just keep playing. You're pitying a guy who's disrespecting you. Why? I guess that's you, bruh, but that it's weird.
Certain types of people would undercut or go so low, then it's super easy to remove any emotional baggage that you have towards the way that they treated you. And instead it goes into a logical state of pure apathy. Now on to Pearl for choosing to laugh at
Jabari Parker, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, people, Six the Goddess laughed about a dude almost getting killed. Y'all defended that. MTR was right to roast her. Yeah, he was right to roast her. And Six the Goddess is a clown for doing that. She's a massive clown for doing that. And it clearly shows what the fuck game when she was on, right? Because the whole Just Pearly thing, she's going in on that. But she's a clown for doing that. Going after another dude like that, almost getting killed. That was dumb. And guess what? She's stupid for doing that. She's a whole ass clown. But don't sit there and pretend like the manosphere hasn't been making fun of her stripping and doing all this stuff. So they hold her accountable. And they go dirty and low with her. MTR did the same thing. And guess what? Listen, the difference between Six the Goddess and Pearl went after MTR personally. You see what I'm saying? Six the Goddess went after the other guy. We all held it accountable. Pearl goes after him. Patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake. So you want to tell me that you're going to indirectly go after another woman for going after another man that had nothing to do with you, but another woman who's white comes after you personally. Patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake. You got to understand what we're saying, Jabari. The response, the level of response is disproportionate. It's almost equating to how a lot of these guys are willing to go in on black women on YouTube, but they're patty caking with Pearl. It's not just MTR I'm talking about here. It's not just him. It's every nigga who's been defending Pearl in this space. It's coming off the same way. It's not right what 60 got at this. She's a clown. She's a dumbass for doing that. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, Pearl went after MTR personally. She took something personal. Blessings was the one that even brought it up. He said he's the one that got the thing going on, right? And what did he say about Blessings? Oh, I pity him. I pity him. He went after you directly. I pity him. I just pity him. And maybe I'm just getting into it because I have family members who actually passed away from cancer. They died. Cancer is not a fucking joke. So when somebody's online laughing at it, especially someone I used to do content with, if I was MTR, and I said, oh, I just feel pity for him, that's a little weird. So I feel where you're coming from, but nobody's defending Sister Goddess. Go look at all the Manosphere video done on Sister Goddess and tell me she didn't get roasted. No. Are you going to sit there and tell me she did not get roasted? You don't see people calling her a stripper, X304, a hoe, this, that. It's all over the place. They're roasting her. Obsidian can't keep her name out his mouth. Everybody in that camp can't keep her name out their mouths. So they got no problem holding her accountable, but Pearl is different. Jabari, what are you saying? Different rules for Six the Goddess when they do wrong, and then separate rules for Pearl? What are you saying? I'm sick and tired of people in the black manosphere treating these people with kid gloves. It's got to stop. So I feel where you're coming from, but ain't nobody defending Six the Goddess. Ain't nobody defending her. Listen, you're going to laugh at a cop getting almost ran over. You're going to get clowned for it. But if you make fun of something that's potentially life-threatening, and they personally went through it, and you're going to say, I feel pity for them, that's a double standard. That's a clear double standard. If you don't see that, I guess you don't. I don't know what else to tell you, buddy.
My particular situation, Pearl, I have nothing personal against you. I made a business decision because you've demonstrated recklessness. And the way that you've handled this situation on that live stream demonstrates exactly why it was a great idea to distance myself from you. Gentlemen, listen to me. Never judge a person, and especially a woman, off of when you up, when you good, when everything is peachy keen, when you got no issues in the world. You need to understand how this woman will treat you if shit just wasn't as good. If you're sick, if you're ill, if you lose your money, if you lose your assets, how will they treat you then? I think many men, especially in Western culture, need to do an experiment. And that experiment is take 3 weeks off of work, but tell your significant other that you got fired or that you quit, and see how they treat you weeks 2 and weeks 3. You cannot judge a person when times are good. You judge them when they meet adversity. And let me also say this. It's one thing to throw ad hominem attacks, which I, always tell you guys on the channel never to do. It's one thing to talk about someone's looks. Oh, look at his eyebrows. Look at his nose. Look at that big nose. Oh, look at his big lips. Look at that beard. It looks fake and shit like that. But it's another thing to talk about cancer and to follow up and laugh about it. I think it's completely sick. But she'll probably say things like, oh, I'm a bit awkward, guys. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. Guys, did you see the original video? It was taken completely out of context. And my response to that is that accountability is kryptonite for the modern woman today. They will never admit to doing wrong, and they will never apologize for their actions. That's why I tell you guys so often on this channel to judge women by not their words, but specifically their actions. Indulge me for a quick second. Let's just switch roles. Let's say that I had a live stream, and let's say I had a female host, and the female host brought up that Pearl is called one breast because she had a previous bout of breast cancer and had to get one of her breasts removed. And I laughed right after that. You know how quickly cancel culture would move in order to disband me from...
That's the double standard we're talking about. You're sitting here complaining to us as the audience, but that's the double standard. So you're aware of that. So why, again, the fact that you're complaining about the double standard, but yeah, you're still here treating her with kid gloves when you have every right to go in on her, I don't know what it is. Ebo says, what is this guy says? He says, you want her to cuss her out? Ain't nobody want him to cuss Pearl out. No one's saying that. But guess what? He has personal dealings with Pearl. He has DMs with Pearl. He has things about Pearl that he can definitely expose about her, right? Instead of treating her with kid gloves, let us know what's really going on behind the scenes. Unless there's something he's trying to make sure it doesn't come out, which Pearl ended up releasing anyways. I don't think y'all are understanding this. Pearl released the video. After this, the video that dropped was her exposing that he knew about Nick Fuentes. He knew this whole time. You want to talk about going low. So if you knew the whole time, but then came out and did an initial video saying, I denounce you, Pearl, but the text that she put forward didn't show you denouncing her. In fact, you were supporting it. It tells two different stories, my boy. Because on one hand, you're on here trying to play the morality police, but on the other hand, you knew that she had Nick Fuentes on this whole time. At least you could have came ahead of this. You could have came out and said, "Yeah, I knew," and it was horrible, and I didn't think she was gonna do it. Any kind of explanation, it just makes him look bad. And don't get it twisted. I actually like MTR. Like, I have never done a video on MTR, period. Like, literally, because I actually respect the guy, okay? But what I don't tolerate is when I feel like somebody's selling me bullshit, all right? Like, I don't like that, all right? Because when I sense that I'm being sold something, like being sold morality, I don't like that. Especially knowing what she's willing to do. We gonna play that video, and it's gonna make all y'all niggas look stupid who are defending this bullshit. I'm sorry, when you go low, when they go low, you go lower. People are not playing with you on the internet, bruh. And those of y'all who are talking, I can tell y'all don't have that experience. Again, like y'all acting like I don't do the same thing. I treat people with respect all day, every day. But there's a reason why people don't be making videos on dukendon like that. There's a reason why people give up like that. Because I treat you with respect. I'll play patty cake with you at first because, hey, listen, I'm respect. I'm all about that. But when you show me you go low, then I got to show you what I'm all about. Again, Saint the Sinner, when he did the first video on me, I was like, all right, let me play some patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake. Then he resulted to doxing. See, that's what happens. When you're going against evil people, they're going to keep going lower. And guess what? They're not going to stop until they destroy you because they have your destruction on their minds. He started doxing me, or he thought he did. Then he started doing all these other videos. But Buddy didn't realize I can go even lower. And I did. Where are them videos now? Where are them videos now? Where's that nigga talking shit now? Where are all of them talking shit now? You don't hear them. Because once you... See, that's how respect is earned. Respect isn't given, it's earned. And y'all don't know that. That's why I know guys like, what is this, Edo guy over here? That's why I know you don't get respect in your real life. That's why you come online. Where them videos now? Because then they say, oh, shit, yeah, that's a real one. We can't, nah, because he gonna get my auntie in trouble. He gonna get my grandma in trouble. He gonna get everybody. I didn't know he knew all that information. I didn't know he knew that. Let me back off. Zesty TV, where them boys at? Where them videos at, boy? Respect is earned. Make them earn it. You playing patty cake, it don't work. Especially with these internet demons. So I don't care what you think about my take. I actually respect MTR. But I'm not going to sit there and pretend that I agree with this morality bullshit. I don't. Because, listen, if I sat here and said, yes, I totally agree with this MTR, yes, oh my God, it'd make me a hypocrite. Because y'all know I don't play that. You come after me, I destroy you. That's just what it is. I'll treat you with respect, but you go low, I'll destroy you. I don't care. I'll go after you. And I wouldn't only go. Listen, I'm not even gonna go after you. I'll go after your audience. I'll go after everybody I need to go after. I go low. If you don't like that, I guess you don't like that. It's not. I'm not for everybody. I'm not. Listen, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm not saying MTR should be. But if you think Pearl is gonna stop, you got another thing coming. And you know what? Maybe it's great because then we get the content to react off of this. But how great is it for him? Y'all need to start thinking. The world isn't fucking a Disney movie. Sometimes you got to get a little weird. It sucks, but it's true. If you don't agree with it, I don't care. Like, listen, if anything, I'm being more consistent than anything else. I'll hold anybody accountable. I don't care if I fuck with you. I don't care if you're my enemy. I will hold you accountable. Like, this nigga needs to be held accountable. Because realistically, she's dropping those videos, and those videos, regardless of which, is still helping her gain subscribers. She is gaining subscribers off his name while laughing at his cancer. And then in her other video, she's claiming that she's going to copyright strike him. She's going to copyright strike his... I don't know if y'all saw her response video or not. Matter of fact, fuck this response video he's going to... Because it's actually almost done. It's almost done. But I'm going to go in and play Pearl's video right now because I don't think y'all understand me. I don't think y'all get it. She's going to copyright strike him while he's doing this. She's going to take him down like she did Sarah Garvey. Are y'all dumb? Wait, who's that nigga? Well, let me find that nigga's comment real quick. Who's this dude that just came in my chat? I don't even know you, bro. This nigga, Jeffrey. Oh, yeah, he about to get copyright strike. Moving like a G, yeah. Moving like a G, yeah. MTR better wise up and make her recognize if she strikes down, and I know for a fact she's going to go through with that copyright strike. I know for a fact she's going to do it. She's going to do it. She did it to Sarah. That woman has no shame. She's going to do it. And if his response is more patty cake, I'm done with it. I don't want to play with you. You can't reason with people like that, because then there's something else that's going on. That means she either has something on him that we don't know about, but she's eventually gonna expose. That's not a good look either way. Let me go to this video real quick, because I don't think y'all understand what's happening here. I don't think y'all understand. Like, y'all talking about, oh, he moves like a G. How? She's right now, she thinks she has the leg up. How do you make a bully stop? You punch him in the mouth. Let him know you're not a joke. Y'all look crazy. I can't believe I'm here. I don't know y'all niggas. I can't believe I'm hearing this. I just can't believe it. But I'm a different kind of guy. That's the problem, right? I don't play that bullshit. That's why. Let me play this video real quick. Let me play this video real quick. Y'all about to see what happens when you don't put somebody in their place, especially when you got the numbers to do it. Acute Knowledge, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, I don't really understand why MTR cares so much about what Pearl has to say about him. This feels too much energy for nobody like her. Facts. That's what I said in my original statement. He didn't need to respond. If he actually was true to the energy, that last video we played, he shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it. But he did. That's a problem. That shows that even when you're responding, you still have nothing to say, but she has a lot of smoke for you. She's dropping text receipts. Now she's threatening to strike his videos down. You think playing nice with that is gonna make her stop? Do you guys honestly think that's gonna make her stop? Y'all are crazy. You obviously don't deal with bullies. You don't understand dealing with bullies, because she's not going to stop. I'm going to just play her own words, because I think y'all are just, I think, hey, Edward or whatever the fuck your name is, you're delusional. You're a delusional man. It's too much. He shouldn't have responded to her.
I decided to apologize. And see, would the people be happy?
I don't want to talk to this bitch. Why I put her in the primary? She going to general.
And by the way, this sets the tone for just Pearly things. She spends this entire time acting like a dumb ditzy blonde.
Do I think she's a grifter? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I don't think she believes half the stuff that she says that comes out of her mouth. Her friends, her family, don't believe a lot of her stuff that she's certain she's more importantly, I don't know, you just see the switch up she's done over the last 2 years, and it's been fascinating to see the kind of.
She's coming after Six to God in this video. Dog K News. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. He says, I thought dude doxed Six to Goddess, and that's how the beef started. It was a low blow, but all is fair in love and war. I like this comment, because you're in war right now. MTR's at war with Pearl. And this is Pearl's response video after that video we just watched. Pay attention, folks. You're going to learn something about how war is fought. Y'all talk about, some of y'all are so pretentious, right? You come up here and talk about the art of war. Duke, have you ever heard about the art of war? And then when we're looking at a perfect example where that should be displayed, y'all are doing nothing. Y'all playing, get out of here. Y'all don't know war. Listen, bro, if war broke out, ain't none of these niggas gonna protect you. They can't even protect themselves. Just being real. They can't protect themselves. How they gonna protect you? Let me keep reading. He says, wait, who doxed who? The MTR doxed Six the Goddess? Wait a minute. Yo, wait a minute. Can somebody clarify this? I need somebody research this real quick. Is that true? Did the MTR dox Six the Goddess? I don't, if he did, then this makes his response video to Pearl even more pathetic. I'm sorry, y'all. Hate me if you want. Either way, I still respect MTR. I don't like this response. That's why I'm giving him the smoke. If I didn't care about MTR, I'd be like, okay. I'd probably be just right there along with it, just saying, all right, yeah, sure. All right, I understand what he's doing. Mm-hmm. That's me not respecting him. Me respecting him as a man who's been making content teaching men how to be men, okay? And this ain't it, bruh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe it's different. Maybe manhood means different to me. All right. Maybe some of you betas out there would say, "Oh, Duke, you're just so emotional. I can't believe you. You're just so emotional. How dare you fight fire with fire?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry that thinking that fighting fire with fire is just whatever it is. That's just how I am. Okay. If you think that fighting fire with the whatever, the Kool-Aid or whatever you want to fight it with, go ahead. I'm not playing with that sweet shit, nigga. I'm not. You gonna get burned, nigga. We all getting burned. Fuck it. He says, seemed like dark humor. Did you see Pearl's connection to Allen, Texas mall shooter? Yes. That's next video. Because what I'm going to expose next video is, y'all, hit the like button. Hit the like button because it's going to be bad. I'm telling you, this man, if you think that, listen, I'm telling you, first of all, I think the FBI or there's certain special interest groups that are already here in this space that want to see that shit happen. Right? Y'all talking about gun control. Who do you think they're going to start blaming for a lot of these mass shootings? Who do you think these people are going to start blaming for these mass shootings? The manosphere. Yeah, y'all start paying attention real quick. Pretty soon, your Second Amendment rights is going to go bye-bye because of suckers like this. Yeah, I saw it. Hola, shout out to you. Dropping a link today on my other channel. Yes, not this one because we got a lot to cover on this one.
They are lying to you. Now, let's talk about Fresh and Fit. So, Abba and Preach went
Can y'all
on
hear
Fresh
this?
and Fit's podcast. And I think as a podcast host, when you have other YouTubers and you try to treat them cordially, you bring them into your studio, you introduce them to your staff, you usually, a lot of times you might be hanging out before, hanging out after, and you feel like you're at least friendly, like friends with these people. And what happened was a couple weeks later, Abba and Preach did a hit piece on Myron. And the way they did it was kind of sneaky. Like they said that, you know, we were just attacking ideas, paying for box.
And then went on dates, then found out she's on the sugar baby site. Then when it comes out that she's on Seeking Arrangements, then he actually looks at live stream where he's like, no, we met on Seeking. Like everything is smoking.
LTTV, shout out to you. He says, nah, the Officer Doc 6. He covered that. All right, shout out to you. All right, so the Officer Doxter. Perfect. So all is fair. 6 wants to laugh at somebody almost getting killed. She gets doxed for it. Am I going to feel bad for her? No. Hell no. Why? If you want to start war with somebody, you got to be prepared to go low. And 6 to Goddess probably didn't realize that Buddy was willing to go low. And he went low. That's what happens when you fuck with a former cop or a cop. You get doxed. It is what it is. They got your info too. But yeah, we come to the manosphere. Patty cake, patty cake, patty cake, patty cake. Nigga, stop selling us an image. I don't like to be sold things. All right? I know when somebody is selling me bullshit. I don't like that. MTR, stop selling me bullshit. Okay? Be a man, because everybody gets mad. Everybody gets mad. Stop with this emotional ass argument. Oh, you're emotional. You're not stoic. You're not this. What do you like, nigga? What? If we peered into y'all lives right now, I bet you will find a bunch of emotional ass moments. Stop it. Everybody has a limit. And if you don't stop these bullies like Pearl, who hasn't taken any accountability whatsoever, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming and keep coming and keep pushing. This video we're playing is right after MTR dropped what he dropped. And she's going after Abba and Preach. She even went after MTR. And we about to play it because y'all niggas about to look stupid. Oh, I respect MTR. He's a G while she's over here exposing and a text message and shit. Talking about she about to take his video and channel down. This is what happens when you play nice with demons. Dumbasses.
In mirrors, right? Which is fine. At the end of the day, if you want to sell an image and you got to lie to do it, do it.
Like which ones that they should use or whatever. So like these are the ones you guys got to be using, all right? You got to be using Tinder, you got to be using Bumble, you got to be using Hinge, you got to be using if you live in a Latin-based city, like we live in Miami, so Chispa is good here. You know what I'm saying? Which is a Spanish joint. You know, which it's more like for Latinos. I don't like Plenty of Fish, but I've heard some people use it with
Bro, I think this video is low as hell. I can't turn it up higher. I don't know what else to do, chat. It just looks, it's low as hell. Hold up, let me see if there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, I'm at the limit here. I'm at the limit here. Yeah, I think Pearl's video is just low.
With some success, and then you got OkCupid as well. But the point is that you just need to have multiple fishing rods in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is definitely a numbers game.
I got a homeboy.
Go ahead.
cleans up on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah,
She's
you know what I'm
probably
saying?
listening to this right now, and those be some of the lowest of the low, but he does it, man. I don't know how he
Yeah.
does it. He does it.
Yeah, you know, you could definitely clean up on these apps, and then you got Seeking Arrangement, which is like a sugar daddy site, but like that's a whole other. We'll probably have to do a video on that.
The slimy thing was they were like passive aggressively insulting the man, and men just don't respond well to that. Like you bring someone into your studio, you treat them well, then they leave and do a whole hit piece on you saying that you're capping, say you don't get girls like that. Like
that's not what happened. Fresh and Fit were talking shit about Abba and Preach first. Stop sucking up the Fresh and Fit. They not gonna claim you, Pearly. Stop sucking up to him. Like, she needs allies right now. That's what she needs. Y'all don't get it. There's a reason why she's getting that Fresh and Fit so hard. She tried to O'Shea, MTR, Melanie Kingrow. It didn't work because they found out she was a racist. So what is she gonna do now? Oh well, now we gotta get Fresh and Fit. The only other black guys with a million plus subs, let me hide behind them like I do with Thomas Sowell. I gotta hide behind these black people. Protect me, Fresh and Fit. Protect me, Byron. They not gonna do shit for you because they just as selfish as you are.
I think anyone normal can see how that's disrespectful.
Yo, this is low. Hold up. I'm sorry, chat. Hold up. This is low. Let me see if I can do something.
This is the problem that we get into.
It's still low.
Nobody cares about what's true because, 10 million people saw Myron freaking out, but nobody saw his explanation in a stream that gets 150,000 views. And that's the problem with the culture today is you can paint an entire narrative about somebody and it not be true. It wasn't like Myron insulted his wife out of thin air. Myron felt disrespected. And, I don't agree with insulting someone's wife. I think that's quite rude. Personally with the internet, for the most part, I've learned to just ignore stuff. But at a certain point, you want to defend yourself. And a lot of times what these reaction channels do is they take clip. They paint a narrative and they don't tell the full story. And a lot of times these reaction channels haven't even done the research to make a full conclusion on the story. My point.
Pearl. Hey, we played your whole video. Matter of fact, there's another channel that re-uploaded the full context. Literally, it doesn't make you look any better. You look worse, okay? So stop trying to hide behind clips and people taking you out of context because no one took you out of context when you equated Nick Fuentes' Holocaust being embellished to slavery being embellished. No one took you out of context there. That's what we're criticizing. Stop hiding behind these little clips and whatnot. It's cap.
To the audience is that this is dishonest. They are lying to you and they don't care about the truth. They care about clicks and views. So the last couple of days, oh my gosh, it has been so stressful. So I had a hit piece go out on me from, the quote unquote, the Black Manosphere. And the Black Manosphere is a very pro-Black part of YouTube. And I can't acknowledge that. I would say, some of the Black Manosphere is part of my audience. And what happened this week was they pulled a clips from an interview I had with Nick Fuentes. Now, a lot of these men have been making hit pieces on me for months. For months, they have been saying, oh, you shouldn't listen to this girl. This is your new leader. She's this. They would just make up all this stuff. So they have just been waiting for me to slip up and say something that they can construe as, because I'm a woman, you can't pull me as sexist. So, personally, I follow things that interest me.
Facts. Acute knowledge. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Hold up. I don't know what's going on with it's her audio, bro. It has to be her audio. Yo, hey, blessings. What you doing, bruh? We trying to react to the video over here. Get the audio up. God damn, we niggas supposed to be jealous of your work? Is this what you got to put up there, man? I'm doing every trick in the book to get this audio up, pimpin'. Like, this is not working. Hold up. This is kind of getting me kind of heated a little bit because I got to put my headphones on to hear this shit. But Cute Knowledge, shout out to you, says she learned to ignore stuff while currently making a hit piece. It's cognitive dissonance that kills me with her. Facts. She's trying to sell an image right now. Same thing with MTR. They're both selling an image. He's trying to sell the image of the morality guy. She's trying to sell the image of, oh, they're just persecuting me. And I'm just this innocent person that doesn't deserve any of this. But it's cap. It's all cap. They come up here and they lie. I can't stand these people, bro.
It's me. I always just do what I'm interested in. And I heard about this guy named Nick Fuentes, who is a far-right extremist. He has been banned on everything, even his bank account. I invited him on. He offered to fly himself here. Now, during this interview, we touched on the topic of slavery. And what these reactors did is they were trying to make me look by pulling clips I said out of context. Now, I mentioned in this interview that all of these thoughts were from Thomas Sowell. I read Sowell, so he talks about, oh God, this is going to get me in trouble, how slavery was a global institution, and the word slave actually came from Slavic, which is white.
Wherever a separate people were enslaved, they were disdained or despised, whether they were different by country, religion, caste, race, or tribe. The Europeans who were enslaved in North Africa were despised and abused because they were Christians in a Muslim region of the world, where they were called Christian dogs. Race.
First of all, this is the first lie. She wasn't quoting Thomas Sowell. She was quoting, I forgot, Alex Haley. Alex Haley. She didn't say, she was quoting Alex Haley. Stop lying, Pearl. You said Alex Haley, the guy who wrote the Roots book and the movies, you said that he wanted a myth for his people to live by. We played the video that wasn't true. Now you're turning around and hiding behind Thomas Sowell. Oh, it was Thomas Sowell. It was Thomas Sowell. Oh, I was quoting Thomas Sowell. See, this is what I don't like. With Thomas Sowell, y'all gotta understand, he's one of those black intellectuals that actually are stupid, right? Because he's mainly for the white conservatives. That's all he does. He sits there and tap dance for the white conservatives because that's what he does, right? And he's the kind of guy that when you talk about race issues, a lot of white conservatives, they say, oh, well, look at Thomas Sowell, all right? He's a black man and he doesn't believe what you're saying, so therefore you should listen to him, right? Doesn't he speak for you black folks? No. Most people who are black don't even know who Thomas Sowell is. Okay, because they know and if they do know it, they'll find out really quickly he's a coon. That's who they know. He's a pseudo intellectual, and he makes his money off of white conservatives. Black people don't follow him. But in your video with Nick Fuentes, you quoted Alex Haley, the guy who wrote Roots, not Thomas Sowell. You guys got to understand the tactics Pearl is using here. She's hiding behind another black man. That's just what she's hiding behind another intellectual black man to sit there and pretend, hey, you guys can't come after me. Thomas Sowell said it. Blame him. Is that taking accountability to y'all? Does that sound like she's taking accountability, hiding behind Thomas Sowell? Just, you're the one who said it. And you quoted Alex Haley, the guy who wrote Roots. This is crazy. And we're just going to let her get away with this.
Became the most visible difference between slaves and slave owners in the Western Hemisphere. As distinguished historian Daniel J. Borston put it, now for the first time in Western history, the status of slave coincided with a difference of race. To make racism the driving force behind slavery is to make a historically recent factor the cause of an institution which originated thousands of years earlier.
What Thomas Sowell completely ignored in that statement, he's saying thousands of years. We're talking about black people still reeling from that in America alone. Okay, there are other people who've got paid reparations, who got some kind of offering for the turmoil they went through. Remember Japan? We dropped 2 bombs on them, and the Japanese in America, we locked them up in the concentration camps. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not supposed to talk about that. That's the kind of history America wants to sweep under the rug. We not sweeping that under the rug. But he doesn't want to acknowledge that. He's just saying, oh, slavery was thousands of years ago. It happened. Everyone participated in it. Of course we knew it was an economy. Does it make it right? Does it make the trauma that the people are going through, does that automatically forgive it because it happened thousands of years ago? What also he neglects in the statement that she so happily wants to put out there is she doesn't even talk about the current systemic issues that are going on right now. Thomas Sowell is a dumbass.
This enshrinement of racism as an overarching causal factor accords far more with current instrumental agendas than with history.
A guy that's written like 80 books on this topic. And now you can agree with Thomas Sowell, you can disagree with Thomas Sowell, and you can even say maybe I didn't use the correct words, but that doesn't make me a racist person. But the problem is all of these reactors are just sitting there waiting for you to slip up and to paint a narrative about you. And that's what I've seen people do to Fresh and Fit for the past 3 years. My whole point is that these reaction channels are just sitting there looking for you to say the wrong thing. They're looking for you to slip up, and they're not going to things in good faith. And the other issue you get with content creators, especially reaction channels, is they turn on you at a dime. And that's what Abba and Preach did to Fresh and Fit. They're hanging out in the studio, and the next week they're saying, oh, you're capping, you're capping, you're capping. And, you know, Abba and Preach proceeded to make like 20 videos on them, and Fresh and Fit didn't say anything. Now, guys, you know, anyone
I don't even think I've worked with Fresh and Fit in like 2 years. I'm not even saying.
You started off as a fangirl on their show. You went on their show, and afterwards, because you saw the money and super chats they were making, you decided to copy their style. Matter of fact, it's so bad that you're over here Frank Castling people for no fucking reason. That's how bad you want Fresh and Fit clout. If they're dumb enough to, which I know they're not, but if they're dumb enough to even acknowledge you, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. But they're not. So you desperately trying to look for allies with Fresh and Fit is not going to work. They're not going to claim you. Black TV, shout out to you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Y'all go ahead and check him out too. Along with LTTV, check both of them brothers out. Duke, you got to see that unseasoned plate of chicken Pearly made. Oh, God. Her name Bubble Guts. I mean, look at her. She's as plain as the... Bro, these bags on her eyes, bro. Dude, look at these bags on her eyes. This is not healthy for a 26-year-old woman. Look at this. She's aging like milk in front of us. I mean, this is not normal. Unseasoned buffalo. I'm not surprised, bro. That chicken is not seasoned. Black was part of Black. Oh, great TV. Shout out to Great Pill Podcast. Great Pill Podcast. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says Black was that on her teaching married women yet? He says, was that on her teaching married women YouTube? Probably. She's got that wife TV or wife show that she's got going on right now, which is crazy. Fred Mayo the Great, shout out to you for the first $10 super chat. He says the officer docs first, and then she made the video. Oh. All's fair, love, and war. All's fair is love and war. See what I'm saying? If you go after somebody, you have to be prepared to go low. You have to be prepared. If not, they're gonna completely destroy you. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense though. Shout out to you, Fred Mayo. Welcome to the show.
Saying this to defend them, but I just see what the reaction channels are doing. It's like a system, and they want to paint content creators a certain way. They want to make Sneeko look stupid. They want Fresh and Fit to look sexist and racist. And now they've come for me. They want me to look. And there was a guy named Rollo Tomasi, and Rollo Tomasi was a guy in the red pill space. And at one point, I really wanted him to mentor me, but he said, it's not personal, but I can't associate with your brand. And I didn't really understand what he meant at the time.
That's not what he said. He said you were a grifter. That's what he said. Stop sweetening them words. He called you a grifter, and he said you paid for subs. That's what he said. You're not even verified on YouTube. You paid for subs. That's what Rollo said. Your mentor, the guy you want to mentor, he said nah. He threw you away, and unfortunately, we in the Black Manosphere decided to pick you up and elevated you to the level of prominence. But they saw you were a grifter. He didn't say he didn't want to work with you anymore. He said you're a grifter. He said that with his own words. You can see it. A 2-minute video is still up on his channel. Go watch it. He called you a grifter.
But what these reaction channels will do is if you have a controversial person on your platform, they will start to insinuate that you believe what they believe. And they'll look for a video of you saying, yes, you joking with that person, you just being polite to that person, and paint a narrative about you being racist, about you being sexist, about you being homophobic, whatever narrative they want to push. With Rollo, I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but now I do. The issue is if you associate with certain people, and me coming into the space, I'm like, I'll talk to anyone. What's the big deal? I mean, I bring in randoms to my studio every night. Like, who cares? But the issue you get into is the reaction channels, they're like vultures. Well, they'll come in and try to make you look a certain way and try to make you paint a certain way, be painted a certain way for clicks and views, even if they know damn well.
You notice how she keeps looking down? You can't even say what's on your chest. You just got to read notes. What is really original about you, Pearl? Everything is so scripted and structured. What is real? Ain't nothing real about this. Like, look at, oh my God, look at these bags under your eyes. I could fit a couple dimes in there. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Is this what a 20-year-old, 26-year-old woman's supposed to look like? Look at this. Fit a couple dimes in there. Maybe some nickels. I don't know. Big enough pockets. I can see them.
Not that way. Back to Nick.
She's reading off of notes, by the way. None of this is original.
Fuentes. I did a podcast with this man named Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes, again, far extremist. He doesn't believe in race mixing. Doesn't believe in that, like, thinks the was over exaggerated. And we're talking about the idea of people using an atrocity to control you. And if you listen to it, like 20 minutes around where we started talking about slavery, you will see the context. But the reaction channels either don't want to see the context or they're too lazy because they're afraid of their audience. Because if they watch the full video, but most of their audience has seen the 1 minute clip, they can't go against their audience. That's the problem.
Who is afraid of their audience? Oh, I know you ain't talking about me because I'll roast anybody. I don't care whether it's MTR or any. Listen, I respect them, but I'll roast them. Angry Man, all these niggas. Ain't nobody scared of the audience. Listen, it's my show. They came to listen to what you have to say, and if you're supposed to be fair, they don't want to see you having here playing patty cake with people. All right, you be honest. So if you're talking about somebody being afraid of their audience, you're probably not talking about us. You're probably talking about MTR. She is talking about MTR. That's who she's talking about. Because MTR is the only one that knew about it, but decided to call her out publicly because MTR's audience held him accountable after he came back from London. But y'all want to play nice with this? Hey, Mr. Ito or Ebo, you want to play nice with this? Huh? Ain't nobody scared of you. I'll call my own audience out if I know they doing wrong. What you mean? I don't care. Like that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be unscrupulous. Is it not unscrupulous? What's the word? You're supposed to be. You're just straightforward. You don't let people control you. That's how your audience will grow to respect you. They'll grow to respect you because you don't take nonsense. Me being scared of my audience would be somebody criticizing me and me changing my tune right away. That's not how that works. I would first challenge you, and then if you're actually making a point, then I would maybe reconsider. But that's if it's clear and obvious. If it's clear and obvious, all right, that's like saying like, okay, this person robbed the bank. I didn't see the video on him robbing the bank, but I'm saying, nah, he didn't rob the bank. And then my audience is saying, nah, Duke, you're wrong. He did rob the bank. And then they showed me a clip of him robbing the bank. Okay, he robbed the bank. I agree. There you go. It's done deal. That's waiting for more evidence to come out. Ain't nobody scared of their audience. If you're scared of your audience, you're not going to last long on YouTube. Your audience is supposed to hold you accountable, and you're supposed to stand your ground too. But if it's fair, then you keep it fair. But she's talking about MTR, just so y'all know. Be too cool. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. He says, yo, what's up, broski? What's good, Brody? He says, Pro is going hard in the paint, damn near begging and reaching for Fresh and Fit's help and support. Shaking my head. She's running out of options and doing bad. That's facts. She needs Fresh and Fit. She needs that Fresh and Fit. She needs it. Honestly, she does. She has no more allies. Listen, the manosphere is not really a big space. A lot of people don't know that. There are only a few OGs left. All right? And I guess you guys can... Fresh and Fit, they've made it because they're 1 million plus subs now. They're officially OG status. All right? There are only a couple different ways you can reach OG status. Actually, there are 3 different ways you can reach OG status, all right? If you're straightforward and unapologetic in what you do and you're spitting facts, and I'm talking about facts, not just like the facts because your echo chamber says it's facts, but you're willing to criticize people even if your audience are fans of those people. That's one way to do it. Another way is if you reach a certain level of, if you reach a certain level of notoriety in a space, all right? And you're spitting facts. Cool. Third level is if you founded a space. Those are different levels you can reach OG status. All right, Fresh and Fit, you can say they reached 1 million plus subs, even though they kind of lied and scammed their way to the top. People could consider them as OG, right? Because they had big players like Kevin Samuels come on their platform. They've had they're partnering with guys like DJ Academics, all these other big players. I think they're clowns. I don't think they're OGs, all right? But believe it or not, there are a lot of people in the space that follow them that think that they are. So I'm not going to sit there and control how they think. If you think they're OGs, right? But they do have the 1 million plus subs to back it up. And not only just the sub count, their numbers, meaning the videos they post, they're not getting 4,000 views per video. They're getting hundreds of thousands of views per video drop. Sometimes maybe 50K, sometimes maybe 90K here. But on average, their view count matches your sub count. Pearl is not considered an OG. Even though she has a high sub count, her views don't match it. You understand? So a lot of people, you consider that she needs Fresh and Fit, right? Because O'Shea dropped her. MTR's an OG. I know y'all just got me sitting there criticizing him. I consider him an OG. All right, I respect him. I just don't respect his, his little morality thing he's playing. I don't. You can't be immoral on the internet. The internet is not a moral place. Okay, but he's an OG, and he has the notoriety, and he has the numbers to back it up. That's an OG. Melanie King. You could throw her in that status too. I personally, I wouldn't, but a lot of people who are still watching her would consider that, and her views are there. Her numbers match. They all dropped Pearl. All of them. O'Shea Duke Jackson is an OG. He founded the Black Manosphere space. He's got the numbers and the notoriety to match. He's an OG. Obsidian, not an OG. Obsidian don't even got the numbers. Obsidian, listen, how you found the Black Manosphere and everybody that you sponsored passed you up? You're not no OG. Anybody calling this nigga OG is a clown. All right, don't call him. He's no longer an OG. He's just mustard. That's what he is. Okay, nothing but mustard. But Pearl got dropped by Melanie King, MTR, O'Shea Duke Jackson, and a couple other people who are not working with her behind the scenes. She's alone. She is completely alone. She needs backup. She needs allies. So she's looking around and saying, okay, I got an audience of black people here, but like the people who I'm supposed to be grifting off of in the Black Manosphere, they don't fuck with me no more. I need more people. Oh, Fresh and Fit, they're black. Yeah, they're black. And yeah. And they got 1 million+ subs. Let me go suck up to them. I've been on their show before. And she did this crazy ass show where she says, I was wrong about Fresh and Fit. She did this show right here. I was wrong about Fresh and Fit. Right? Look at that. Look at this clown. Look at this nigga. Oh my God, this nigga Amiri, bro, is so pathetic. Look at him just sitting there. That's what you are, Amiri. Okay, you sit your ass behind your Massive Pearl. You a player 2 ass nigga. That's what you is. You sit here, you just holding her play button. Look at this. Look how pathetic this nigga is. You just sitting back there holding her play button right here. You just a player 2 ass nigga. They don't even say your name on it. Why you holding that shit with pride? That says just Pearly Things right there. That ain't got your name on it, nigga. That ain't got your name on it, Amiri. You over here playing like a player 2. But her video, bro, you're not wrong, B2 Cool. You're not wrong. She wants that Fresh and Fit clout. She's desperate for it. Look at Amiri over here. Hold on, I gotta show you. Look at this nigga. You got 882 subs, and you over here holding somebody else's play button after she got done grifting off of your ass, stealing your money and hard work, and you sitting there holding that play button like you earned it. Nigga, what? Amiri, what you doing, bruh? That ain't your play button. That ain't yours. Look at your channel, nigga. Look at this. Look at this. It took you 2 days to get 61 views, and you over here hugging on the play button like you earned that shit, nigga. You better stop playing, Amiri. You better stop playing, boy. You better stop playing.
Now we get to a point where it doesn't even matter what's true or what's false. It literally doesn't matter because, the reaction channels can make a 1 million view video about me or make a, 10 million view TikTok about me, even if they know that that's not true. And how often do the reaction channels come back and
Antonio!
Say,
Woo!
You know what? We painted a false narrative. You know what? And they never do, because what incentive do they have to do that? Because then their audience wouldn't trust them. One thing they said that I said was that I was comparing Black Americans to African Americans. Now, one, I didn't even know about this animosity towards the two, but I was simply just...
You're grifting off the Black Manosphere space, but you don't know the animosity that FBA have against immigrants. That just shows you that you're not paying attention. The fact that people are clowning O'Shea right now and trying to claim that he's not FBA, first of all, y'all look crazy. Y'all are crazy if y'all don't think FBA. He's from California. He was born in California. And then just because he goes to Uganda and he's living that Pan-African dream, y'all are saying first of all, a lot of people are saying he's paying for box. And a lot of people are now saying he's no longer African American. He's no FBA. Everybody that's watching that would know that that's cap. And listen, you can say what you want about O'Shea Duke Jackson, but he's one of the dudes that had every opportunity to hop around on all these other different platforms, but decided to keep it black. He decided to keep it black, did nothing else but work with black content creators. And y'all let this freckled bastard come up here and convince y'all like he's not FBA, even though he spent his life on YouTube with the black community and still is committed to the black community, but the same people are saying he's not black? If you believe that nonsense, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Because he had every opportunity to be working with any other content creator outside of the space, but he kept it black. And the fact that you have Zesty TV over here trying to shame him, first of all, that exposed video wasn't even an exposed video at all. He just copied Lord Marquardt. He copied Saint the Sinner's video. And he even played the same video where O'Shea Duke Jackson's dad came out and said that it was about him. But you know, he sat there and said, no, it was O'Shea Duke Jackson O'Shea Duke Jackson's dad trying to cape for O'Shea Duke Jackson, but that really was O'Shea Duke Jackson. No, it wasn't, dummy. This is the same bullshit Mike TV made with Melanie King. You didn't get the full story, bruh. O'Shea Duke Jackson's dad is the exact same name as O'Shea Duke Jackson. Those records are his dad's, not O'Shea's. So I find it interesting that you're exposing a nigga off of somebody else's content that already got exposed for it. And a lot of y'all are just buying that up. And meanwhile, this man spent his whole life in the black community. That is crazy to see the treatment he's getting. I just find that sad. Spix says, thank you for the $2. He says, Duke trying to slide the Donovan Sharp's convention. If I go up there, he gonna call the cops on me, bro. That nigga gonna Karen out. If I pull up to that convention, that nigga is gonna Karen the fuck out. I'm gonna guarantee you that, bro. That's what's gonna happen. Listen, is anybody even paying attention to Donovan Sharp anymore? Like, just be honest, bro. He's so... he did a video on Pearl, and I thought about reacting to it, and I just thought, I don't know, bro. He's honestly so pathetic at this point. Like, why even react to Donovan Sharp? I think he's just a has-been. I think there's no point. Like, I used to react to Donovan Sharp, but, like, now I just see him as so sad. It's just like, damn, bro. Like, I don't want to react to you no more because, like, you just pathetic, my nigga. Donovan, if you're watching this, and I know you are, stop pretending that you don't. We know you watch the content too. It's okay. All right? You send your little minions here, okay? We get it. All right? You're pathetic. You're so pathetic, this little YouTuber doesn't want to cover you anymore. That's a whole new low. Right? Guys, chat, think about it. That's such a whole new low, bro. If a tiny channel like ours don't even want to cover Donnie Boy no more, like what? That's how low this nigga has fallen, bro. He's caping so hard for Pearl, it's honestly reached levels of patheticness. I don't know what else to call it. Shout out to you for the super chat, bro.
Just commenting how much I love my employees, how hard they work, how great they are. And these reaction channels were trying to say that I was trying to put down someone else. You know, non-Western people come in with a hunger that a lot of times, you know, Westerners were spoiled. And I never mentioned race, but these people are trying to make it about race and saying, oh, that's what she really meant. That's what she really said. But it wasn't what I said.
You mentioned slavery being embellished. That's what people are saying. They're calling you racist because you ended up saying this about Nick Fuentes.
I will say I did not find Nick to be racist. My staff actually did not find him to be racist.
Wait, he was talking to an Italian girl next to you and saying that she shouldn't have a black boyfriend or something along those lines.
He doesn't believe in...
He did say, I am a bit racist, even in that. And in fact, in your apology, you said that he said racist things.
Well, there's a video coming out about all of that, but you'll...
We saw the video. It explained nothing. In fact, you used Mike TV's talking points to troll all of us because we know you guys are best friends. You agreed with the racist who was self-proclaimed. Even those people were telling you, he said it himself, he was racist. But you said you and your staff don't find him racist. That's why we're calling you racist. In that video, we were criticizing you, Pearl, for equating Nick Fuentes saying that Holocaust was embellished to slavery being embellished. That's why we getting on your ass. But then when you double down and said you didn't find him racist, and your staff didn't find him racist, you're racist. So you coming out here not taking accountability, it's cap. It's complete cap. The Great Pill, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, Pearl, Rose denied you. He did. Destiny called you out multiple times. He did. Brittany Ventney did timelines of your hypocrisies. She did. Papa Gut, you debunks you daily. White YouTubers. Facts. It's all facts. She has no allies. No one in the white manosphere fucks with her. Half the black manosphere doesn't. The rest don't have enough power to really help her out. Anton Daniels, you sitting here saying black people don't have power. She can't even rely on you to boost her numbers. Angry Man, you said black people don't have power. She can't even rely on you to boost her numbers. Lead attorney is going quiet. Lead attorney he's behaving like his thumbnails. Y'all see his thumbnails? Every time he do his thumbnails, he be like this. Y'all see that? Lead attorney acting like his thumbnails right now. This is what he did. This is what he does. He does this shit right here. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all look at a lead attorney thumbnail, bro. If you look at a lead attorney thumbnail, he be doing this all the time. That's what he's doing right now with the Pearly drama. After he got fried and I debated his ass and exposed the bullshit he was doing, he went like this. He said, I'm gonna just listen to my thumbnail. Hold up. Let me just shut the fuck up. I mean, well, they're not paying attention. Let me delete these videos real quick. She got no allies because the people who are supporting her, realistically, they need her than she needs them. The only people that can actually help her out is Fresh and Fit. That's it. If we're being honest, they're the only people who can help her out. It sucks, but it's freaking true. Be too cool. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says Pearl's lapdog. Facts. That's a Mary right there, holding that little. Here, hold up. Let me show this shit real quick. This nigga acting like he earned the play button. That's what he look. He's let me hold the play button real quick, nigga. Look at your channel. You've done nothing. You've done nothing to earn this, bro. You've done nothing to earn that. Look at this. You can barely do 2 days it took you to do 61 views. Get the fuck out of here. You over here holding a play button like you earned that shit, nigga. You didn't earn shit. She stole it off of you. That's your slave labor that you holding right there, bro. You holding the fruits of your labor while she's sitting there laughing at your ass. I swear to God, this nigga is pathetic, bro. I can't stand Amiri. Hey, listen, Amiri, if you want the clout, come here. Come talk to me, bro. I know you ain't gonna have the balls to do it because you a pussy. But if you want the clout, come talk to me. If you don't shut your ass up, if she needed help, that I would have helped. You invited a known racist to your platform. Nobody was asking you for help. If anything, when it came to her, they were talking about King Riches. King Riches should have done something, but he didn't. That was his girl. He over here coming up here talking about I held Pearl accountable. You get me in it, right? All you fucks, you guys just like to talk shit, yeah? All you guys like to do, try to talk shit, yeah? But it's not that. I told Pearl, yeah, back behind the scenes, yeah. I told her I don't want to talk to Nick Fuentes. I don't want to have him on my platform, yeah? Okay, all you guys are just jealous, okay, because I'm making so much money with Pearl, okay? I have a studio and I have this production quality, and all you guys are just so jealous, yeah? But I told Pearl behind the scenes that I don't fuck with Nick Fuentes and I don't want him on my platform, okay? Nigga, he dissed your girl. And you did nothing. And we found out later behind the scenes you agreed with Nick Fuentes that he wasn't a racist. You lying. So, Pearl, no one was saying you need to defend your friend. She had a whole boyfriend who was black that was being insulted. Matter of fact, Nick Fuentes was using the fact that she was dating a black man to insult her. And he did nothing to defend her. So if a black man can't even defend a white woman or Italian woman, what? No wonder. Y'all saw the video about King Riches, how he really felt about black women, right? He was saying that black women are ugly because of their genetics. That was the thing. We actually covered that video. Go watch that video. In that video, he basically was saying, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that video up too. He said that black women were just ugly because there were no pretty black women that he can see, right? And this is some of his old content. When he walks down the street, he doesn't see pretty black women, and he thinks that it's a genetic thing. So, okay, fine. Don't date black women, all right? Don't, because we know you're not gonna protect them. It's fine, and you don't need to. It is what it is. But the fact that you dating an Italian white girl and you couldn't even defend her against a racist, he's a pathetic nigga. He's not even a real man. How can you even respect that? I guarantee you right now that girl's cheating on him. Hell, if I was in the UK, I'd take his girl. Like, no cap. Like, she fine, bro. I'll take it from you. Like, just to have fun. I don't even fuck with white girls like that, but I would just take her from you just cause. Cause you're pathetic. That's what makes it worse. He ridicules and shits on women that look or reflects his skin color, but can't even defend women of other races. And yet we're supposed to look at him as a man? The dude is a pathetic loser. Look, do I gotta pull up this nigga's channel? Let me pull up this nigga's channel real quick. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, bruh. Look at this. Shut up. Look at this. He's got 72,000 subscribers, and look at this. Look at this clown. This clown can't even defend his woman. Look at this. 1 hour it takes him to do 382 views. 4 hours it takes him to do 205 views. 6 hours it takes him to do 500 views. This nigga can defend his woman. Let me look at his live stream videos. Oh my God. Oh my God. Even more pathetic. Look at this. What nigga, these are the same numbers I got. You doing the same numbers I'm doing. You doing the nigga, you doing the same numbers I'm doing. Can't nobody take King Richard seriously, bruh. Antonio, shout out to you for the super chat. He says, sup, Duke the Don. Better actually did a video on Coach Red Pill got captured by the Ukrainian SBU, and now they raided his home and he may go to prison. Yeah, I actually was on Alex's show when I was back on when I was out of town. So when I was out of town, I was actually doing a stream with Alex, and he played that video, and that's when I found out, because I didn't know. I was like, yo, shit, he got arrested by the Ukrainian authorities. We're going to cover that in the other stream. So I know I'm like super late for my other live stream, but we gonna cover it. Don't worry about it. It's a pretty big deal. But I don't know. I fear for that nigga's safety, bro. I don't think he. Listen, man. I think he's getting towards the end of the road. Pretty soon, there's gonna be a news article saying he jumped out of a window, or he hung himself in jail. It's tough. It's tough. But when you really speak the truth, man, they'll kill you for it. It's life. A lot of these people on the internet don't understand that, but it's life. If you speak the truth, you can die. It's a real thing. And unfortunately, Code Red Pill is heading in that category, and it sucks. But pray for the brother. Let me get, there's another super chat here. Let me make sure I'm not missing any. Oh, shit. Hang on 1 second. Okay. I think I may, okay. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Somebody said it's muted. Oh, shit. My bad. My bad, bro. My bad. Okay, let me go ahead and play it. It shouldn't be muted anymore. My bad, y'all. Thank you so much for the super chat. My badness.
And you know what? They're going to clip this. They're going to say I did this, did that, and I'm a white apologist, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? What they don't know is I was referring to something Blessing said earlier. That's something he says when he walks in the door. And all of these reaction channels are going to come in and say, oh, Pearl shouldn't do that in front of a white supremacist. That's so disrespectful. Well, if my employees were disrespected, that's their job to talk to me.
To be honest, I can go on to even say that Nick was in terms of the guests that we've had so far, quite a nice guy. He didn't carry any ego. He just has, views that
he wasn't threatening.
We might not agree.
I think we put him on the spot.
None of them had a problem. I even had one of my producers take a picture with him. And this is the problem: is the reaction channels. None of them actually reached out to my employees to see how they're doing, to see if they're okay. Where if they were really outraged about it, if they really cared, they would do that. They also cut out a part where Nick made a joke and said he was kidding.
I told you I'm on my way because I thought I was already 10 minutes.
Chat, my bad. I didn't know it was muted. I'm going to extend this even longer. We're going to make this even longer live stream because I had no idea it was muted the whole time. My bad, y'all. Let's get back in it.
It's late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black. I'm giving you a hard time. I don't mean
And they didn't put in the full clip that he said, oh, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm kidding. Why would they cut that out? Why would they do that? The other thing they put in was that my friend and Nick Fuentes were going back and forth about interracial dating and that I should have spoken more. I should have spoken up. If Gabby needed help, if Gabby was holding her own, she was holding her own. If she needed help, then I certainly would have helped. But I know the girl and she was holding her own just fine. So now let's get into MTR's reaction. So MTR.
All right. Okay. This is actually where I wanted to go to. This is the main crux. My bad, y'all. Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, if y'all look at my setup, I think one of these days I'm gonna do like a little tour of my setup. It's actually, y'all don't see it, but it's actually pretty extensive. I got a lot of things going on. I even got a second camera that I'm not really using right now, but I'm planning on using it. But like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm managing over here, so it's really hard to look at the chat when because here's the thing, I'm not even looking at StreamYard chat. You gotta understand that I'm not looking at not because I'm looking at so many other tabs. I got like 3 different monitors up here. So I got one up here, I got another one right here, I got another one right here that I'm looking at right now. So I got so many different monitors I'm looking through. It's really hard to like keep focus on all of them, but my bad. I'm so sorry for that. So let's go ahead and get to the MTR because this is what we all wanted to see. All right, this is it right here. No interruptions unless we have to, but let's get it.
Media, I want to give you guys a little background into my relationship with MTR. If you don't know, 500,000 subscribers, mediocre tutorials and reviews. And I met him when I was in Miami, and I actually spent a good amount of time with him. He flew in for a one-on-one interview, and he actually spent a day with me and my sister. Like, honestly, I
What? Hold up. Dog eat dog. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, this Pearl situation is like watching an L in slow motion. She keeps digging her own graves. The coon are scared right now. Where would she be by October? She'll probably be in the same spot, but just not as much views. That's what she's struggling with. MTR. What is this? What you doing? What is this? Yo, hey, can somebody tell me what they doing? Are they digging for sandcastles? Why he got her head like that? Why he grabbing her ankles like that? What is this? What? Can somebody tell me what this is? What are they digging for? Gold? They looking for Pearl's balls? Like, what's happening? Why is he? What is this?
I felt like I actually opened.
Is
up
that
and-
your sister? Is that Pearl's sister? Yo, look! Hey, look at these dudes back here. They're like, what is this nigga doing? Like, yo, MTR. What? They confused as hell. They're like, what is going on over here? Like, why is he? What is going on?
in a way because I let him meet my family. You know, I mean, that any YouTuber knows we always want to protect our family from the public. And, you know, I introduced him to my sister.
You knowingly invited a white supremacist and a self-proclaimed racist.
I have no problem inviting people that disagree. I have no problem having crazy conversations. I will not apologize for having a controversial guest because I will keep having controversial guests. My staff is very aware of this.
Stephanie, shout out to you. She says, now it works. We heard your commentary earlier. Yep, you're not going to hear no commentary from me right now unless we're talking about MTR. And really the important parts that matter anyway.
And if they have an issue with this, they should talk to me, not the internet. And that's the other thing about YouTubers is why the hell are YouTubers that have my number going to the internet before they talk to me? A lot of these YouTubers are so scared to protect their brand that they will throw anyone and everyone under the bus. And it's honestly blood sport and it's honestly disgusting.
Pearl, you know that your staff is mostly black people. And I'm talking about from a production perspective as well as a talent perspective.
MTR, if you were worried about my employees, why didn't you message Blessing? Why didn't you message King? Why didn't you message Helen? You certainly could have reached out to them. You certainly could have asked me for their numbers. But you chose to go to the internet because you were offended for my employees.
I don't think that your platform would be as big as what it is today if it wasn't for the essential utilization of black people, black relationship topics, and black talent.
I don't know how many times I have said this, and I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. My platform is not a black platform. How could I have a platform about black issues if I talk about relationships? My last shows, the two that come to my head, why can't we call a hoe a hoe? Trust me, there are hoes in every color. Oh my God, trust me. And how to be a good wife. What's a good wife? They go off the titles and they don't even watch it. And then they make a reaction video saying that I said something I didn't, or my show's about something it's not. You know, I'm not going to say we've never touched on a black topic in a year of shows, but shit, in terms of how often, it's really not. And that's why wouldn't he go through the shows? Why wouldn't he do his due diligence when he spent time with me, he's met me, and we had a great relationship up until he made this hit piece. And the other accusation he had, you could have had black people in the same.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I did say I wasn't going to pause it. But her saying, hey, why did y'all call me? You had my number. I don't see why you had to go to YouTube to make a video. You had my number. Y'all know what that reminds me of? I'm sorry, bro. I gotta play this video. I gotta play this video because this is what it reminds me of, bro. Hold up.
You kicked it with my wife. You text back and forth with my wife. And now you want to sit here and act like we ain't got a direct line to each other. And then I look up and motherfuckers like, yeah, Six is saying this and that about you or whatever, so on and so forth. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Let me hit her up. I look up, unfollow me on Instagram, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I thought we had a direct connection and we didn't let none of this online bullshit get in between us. If I have a problem with you, I'll call you directly. If you got a problem with me, you call me directly. I ain't never.
Six. My goddess. I thought we had a direct connection. Why didn't you call me before you made the video? You have my number. I was there for you. We had a direct line to each other. I thought we had something special. Six. My goddess, why didn't you call me? You remember it was me, you and Rita in the kitchen. We sat right here. You said if you had any problems whatsoever, you gonna call me. Six. Why didn't you call me before you did this YouTube video? You sat right here in my kitchen. It was you, me, and Rita. You said if I had the problem, you could come to me. I could come to you. We had that connection. It was right here. It was right here in my kitchen. We sat here. We talked about this. You got a direct line to me, Six. You can call me if you got a problem. I got your back, baby girl. Why? You sat here to my face. You told me and Rita. Hey, Rita. Rita, come here. You told us right here, if you had any problem whatsoever, we call each other because we got the same connection. Why'd you have to go and tell YouTube? Rita, get your ass over here. Tell this bitch what she told me in the kitchen. Tell her. Why you right there? She said she gonna call me, right? That's what she said. She gonna call me. Why didn't you call me, Sick? Get out of here, Rita. Get your ass out of here. Six, my goddess. That's what it sounded like. Like low-key, that's what it sounded like a lot, bro. She's sounding like Anton right now, bro. Pearl treating MTR like Anton treating Six the Goddess. Bro, this shit sound like a breakup for real. I ain't gonna cap, bro. This shit sound like a breakup for real, bro. Like, Pearly is for real mad, bro. That's what it sound like. I don't get how we have each other's numbers and we don't call each other. MTR, we had our connection. Why didn't you do it?
In room, we did a whole panel with black people and I mean, it was a mix of races, but we certainly had black people there too. So again, it's all of these reaction channels saying this is how you should run the show, but none of them have done it. None of them are that successful. And they want to tell us how to run our shows. And the other thing, you know what, and MTR, here's the thing. I am really not about bringing out private things behind the scenes to public. I think it's trashy. But if you're going to publicly accuse me of things and you're going to publicly make a hit piece on me, then I have to publicly defend myself.
Now, what's crazy is that I came across these comments while I was live streaming a couple of days ago. And what
you found out on live is about the clips is just not true. You know it's not true. I don't know why you're lying to your audience.
General, and not once in the interview did you have at least one pro-black stance.
MTR, you said yourself before you released the video, when I asked you, did you watch the full interview?
Uh-oh. MTR, this is what happens when you go high, they go lower. You see what I'm talking about? You go high, they go lower. You should have just came out swinging if you were going to do a video at all. So what this just exposed is all you did, you just hold up. Let me, Great Pill Podcast, out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, Pearl's confused here. When I spoken with before you and Ali, Real Femme Sapien, trolled my comments, then you bashed and belittled my channel in your IG stories. Yeah. Wait, you said Pearl bashed you? That's crazy, but yeah. I'm not surprised she did that. MTR, she's exposing that you knew. But you just read off the comments. So, you sounding like a real people pleaser, bruh. Was this done out of conviction or were you just reading the comments? Again, if you're going to respond to somebody, you got to make sure you go hard on them because they're going to go back even harder and they're going to keep swinging at you. And that's what she's doing right now. Just saying, MTR, it's not looking good. It just means that you don't actually really have conviction, and this little morality thing, it doesn't mean dick. You're just doing it for your audience. That's what I tell you when people are talking about this morality, you're just selling stuff. MTR, she said, did you watch the full video? No, just went off the comments. Original comments, I mean. So you criticize her, but you didn't even do your due diligence? Is that what I mean? The DMs are right here, bruh. What's the rest of it? She says he's one of the Black Manosphere founders. He started with O'Shea. What are you talking about? Stop. Wait, what is, I gotta see what the comment she put. She says, hold up. She says this, hold up. This had to be more. I had to be more stern. I gotta stop the bleeding. This is MTR. And he's replying to Pearl. He says, I'm not sure if you know who Obsidian is, but he offered. Yeah. He's one of the Black Manosphere founders. He started it with O'Shea. Did you watch the full video? No, just went off the comments. Original comments, I mean. This is not looking good, MTR.
You said no. So how do you even know? Because that's the thing. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what's right. He doesn't care what's true. He cares about appeasing his audience. And that's what all these reaction channels are doing to you.
And along with my accountability, this is now my definitive stance. I can no longer support or associate myself with the Just Pearly Things platform.
MTR, if you don't want to work with me, I fully support that. You don't want to associate with me, I fully support that. Why are you still making money off of the clips from the show on my channel? I'm so offensive. You better take those off. Because now I certainly don't give you permission to use those, because why would I? You don't want to associate with the brand, so take them off. Stop making money off them. And that's what these people do. They're absolute hypocrites.
I've also have a no beef policy on my platform.
You have a no beef policy on my platform, but you make a hit piece on me, and this is what he's going to do.
It's not even a hit piece, Pearl. Stop it. He just said he was distancing himself from you. So stop acting like you're doing a hit piece right now. He did a hit piece on me as you're doing a hit piece exposing DMs. Like, chill with that, child. You're being ridiculous. You're the one who's doing the hit piece videos right now. All right? He didn't do a hit piece video. He's playing patty cake with you, and you're trying to take him down. You're threatening to take down his videos. You just did that. Who's doing the hit piece there? You are, Pearly. Nobody else but you.
Because this is what the reaction channels do. They never apologize, and they just double down. Then you know what he's going to do? He's going to find another clip, take it out of context, and then say, oh, no, well, now that I've watched the full interview. And this is the principle. It's not even that he may have been offended. It's that we are grown adults, and you could call me. And yet you choose to go to the internet first. Now,
why did you call me first, MTR? You were on my podcast. We did a show together. You could have just called me first. That's all you could have done. Why'd you have to go do a video? She's sounding like Anton. I don't know if she took this exact playbook from Anton. She's sounding exactly like Anton right now, bruh. It's actually kind of funny.
I don't know, where was honor, where was respect, and where was dignity? If someone has been kind enough to allow me into their studio, to, I even introduced you to my family, to spend days shooting content with you, and then you turn around and say you can't associate with the network? What is courageous? To make a hit piece on me? To appease your audience? What's more courageous, to do that? Or to go with the narrative, what everyone's saying?
Oscar, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says, why did you beg Mike for a truce? First of all, I wasn't begging. If you read the video, the post before I took it down, it wasn't begging. I was saying if he takes down the copyright strikes he's filing against eBlack TV and LTTV, then we'll offer a truce. It wasn't me saying, Mike, be a truce with me. No, it was saying, hey, bruh, stop the fake copyright strikes you're levying against other content creators because you're a pussy. And if you do that, then I'll back off. He didn't. And I kept the pressure on. like I care, bro. It actually falls in line with what I've been saying. I will treat you with respect, and if you go low, I will destroy you. It just is what it is. Like, I don't care. Like, listen, it just shows you that I was willing to offer I was offering all this branch to your buddy. He didn't want to take it. He wanted to go petty, so he and his channel can go bye-bye. It is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It is what it is.
Thing. And you know what? You might not say it today, you might not say it tomorrow, but you were absolutely wrong for this. You were absolutely wrong. You quote unquote left the manosphere, but you're still in it. And okay, and let's talk about defamation of character. So this is the thumbnail that MTR put of me. He said, in quotes, that and insinuating that I said that slavery was not that bad. I did not say that. In fact, in the clip, I said that it was horrible. The founder of, or the guy who made Roots said I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do is they embellish. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible. It was. Right. But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people in a way. How is it not defamation of character to say that I said something I didn't say in the thumbnail? You know?
You what? What? You're stupid, bro. You're a special kind of stupid. Like, you just played the video of what is literally you're equating the Holocaust being embellished by an anti-Semite saying that to slavery. That's why people are mad, and you still don't get it? This is what we're talking about, Pearly. You don't get it. Jesus Christ.
No, and it's one thing when you do that to someone random or whatever, but you know, in these random clips that circulate on YouTube, but I work on YouTube. That's my livelihood. And it's funny because they act like they care about black issues, but yet they're
She's reading off a script. Nothing about her is genuine. Like, come on, bruh.
trying to damage the reputation of a network
Did I miss a
that
super chat?
hires majority black employees. And without even asking the employees, are they offended? How did they take it?
Oh, Oscar says again, oh my God. He says, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says, Mike TV is still dissing you. I'm not going to talk about, listen, if you expect me to do another video on that clown, it's done. Listen, the people that need the information to expose him already got the information. Like, literally, it's up to them now. It's out of my hands. So listen, there's a lot more people, according to what I've been told, all right? According to what was said to me, there's a lot more people that has access to that information right now. So realistically, Mike TV is swimming in a sea of sharks right now. Like, he's a minnow in a sea of sharks. I don't need to do anything else to this nigga. Like, realistically, what's out there, I don't want anything to do with that no more. It's up to them to take care of it now if they want to, and chances are they will. I got nothing else to say to that dude. Like, the only thing I'm gonna mention is the O'Shea incident and the fact that he's copyright striking people yet pretending to be the king of receipts. Nah, you a king of bitches, bruh. And everyone else follows you. They're a bunch of bitches. It is what it is. Because I can't imagine sitting there, someone following a clown like that. You can't. Oh, hey, go message the same thing in his chat room and watch your ass get banned. And you're gonna come over here and talk to me. I don't need to be talking about Mike TV, bro. To me, he's gonna be old news, just like his channel. He doesn't realize it yet. He's done. So let him have his day. It is what it is. We're just gonna sit back and watch, and then poof, just like that. And then, you know, it is. I think I've said too much already. I'm done. But like, stop it. Get help. He's no longer an important factor in the YouTube space. So he can keep doing what he's doing, but at the end of the day, it's a wrap. He's done for. He just doesn't realize it yet.
And so that's what I'm saying. These content creators get outraged for my employees who were not mad. I didn't even hear about it till after he left. And everyone's going to say, oh, they're secretly offended. They just couldn't tell you. And that's how I know nobody stepped a foot in my studio, because they absolutely
Your
will tell me
studio's
they agree,
whack.
They don't agree, but they all know signing up to work here, we have controversial guests. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the thumbnail. That's not legal either. It's defamation of character, just putting quotes.
How? How is a thumbnail defamation of character? This woman is a clown.
And insinuate I said something I didn't say. I said in that exact clip that you saw, you watched, you reacted to, it wasn't that horrible. And when I asked you, why would you put that I said something I didn't say? Well, it's how the comments interpreted it. And that's not what I meant. And you know it's not what I meant. And that's the worst part, is he knows I'm not.
Yeah, but no one is reading your mind, Pearl. We're not mind readers. So when you said what you said about slavery being embellished, we took you at face value. Especially when you said that to a racist. And then you came out and said that Nick Fuentes isn't a racist, even though he is a racist. So it's not a defamation of character. It's observation and making an opinion based off of your observation. That's not defamation. You're just finding every reason to try to put slap legal labels on it. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to slap legal labels on MTR to see if you have a case. You don't. So quit the capping. It's not funny. You're being ridiculous. Be too cool. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says Zesty TV is not worth giving that clown any clout. This massa about to be Melanie King after a few months. Facts. Like, I don't like you notice, like, my past after I dropped that major video on him, that's a wrap, bro. Like, and the information I dropped in that video was just a tiny fraction of what everyone else got. Just saying. The people around them, they got the info. They got everything, bro. Everything. And probably, I think Buddy told me there was more. And I'm like, all right, keep doing your digging, bro. And he got the audience and everything. There's no need to give this dude any more clout. He's done. I don't think y'all really understand how this YouTube thing works. He's done. You don't see it yet, but he's done. And even y'all who are his fans, y'all just admit it. Y'all know what y'all come there for. And he doesn't have a whole lot of that in the tank. That's the whole reason why there's a bunch of old videos being replayed. There's nothing left. Not a whole lot left. It's either Pearl or Melanie. That's it. There's nothing else. Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta pay him to expose people. I forgot about that part. Yeah, go pay him in his merch. Right? He's got the government merch. Right? It's the government. Right? That's not even his shit. I don't even know I don't even know if you're supposed to be selling that stuff because you didn't come up with it. It's not your content. I'm sure whoever made that song is probably gonna be like, why is this person copywriting my song on a t-shirt? That could be a legal obligation right then and there because he's not supposed to be making money off of that, but he is. This nigga is nickel and diamond because he's still on house arrest. What do you want me to say about the guy? It's done. It's over with. All right, like them bringing Zesty TV up is just them trying to get clout. I mean, we can't keep doing that, bro. He's done. We're done with that. All right. Even if he does expose videos on me, I mean, what are you gonna do? Keep replaying videos that you already done did? Okay, bro. Keep that doing that. His channel's done, bro. And y'all who are watching that stuff, y'all know it. And if y'all don't, y'all about to find out real fucking quick. It's over with. He had a nice run. I think what's going to end up happening now is he's going to rebrand himself to something else, all right, and pretend that he's starting from new. It's Mr. Real Estate all over again, okay? Go watch his old stuff with Mr. Real Estate. He did the exact same thing, and then he outplayed his content. And then when he got exposed and got pretty much essentially blackballed, he had to rebrand himself to get a new lease on life. He's running up to that same end. He's going to have to rebrand himself. It's over with. And he knows that. But keep paying to get people exposed. I mean, it is what it is. You can come here and get it for free, but go over there and pay for it. Weirdos. He's done. Hey, like, we're done with Zesty TV. Just leave it at that. All right, let him go. He's gonna need. What's gonna end up happening is he's either gonna need people to keep grifting to prop up his stuff, like what do you call it, like Jason Black, right? Because this FBA stuff didn't pop up until he went on the Jason Black stream. So he's gonna hitch his wagon to Jason Black, guaranteed. I'm making that prediction right now. He's gonna hitch his wagon to Jason Black, and then he's gonna keep trying to get more of his supporters. So when he starts going in on that FBA versus Tether thing, he's gonna try to get the views off of it. But look at the views when he tries to do the FBA versus Tether thing, and when he replays Melanie King's videos. He gets more videos on his Melanie King replays than the content he's trying to push out. He's done. He's got nothing else in the tank. Y'all keep playing around. Listen, I don't fuck with talentless hacks. All right, enough with Mike TV. He's done.
Not a racist. He knows all of this stuff. And I beg you, MTR, name one instance we had where I treated any of my employees unfairly, where I was rude to any of my employees, where I was rude to you, where I was rude to any of our mutual friends. And you know what? In hindsight, I probably would have put out a statement saying he had nothing to do with the Nick Fuentes interview. And I would have been happy to do that if he asked me. But he didn't ask me. And, you know, when you're being called by everyone in the book and then your friend tries to pile on. And again, all of the ideas that I spoke about were from Thomas Sowell, an author of 80 books on the topic. So you could say maybe as a white woman, I shouldn't have said anything about it. But I certainly was quoting someone else. And that's the crazy thing. Oh, my gosh. So what did I do? I decided, why don't I put out an apology video? Just as a test. I wanted to see the mob be happy. No, they never accept your apology. And did MTR backtrack and say, you know what? Given.
So you did that whole apology video so MTR can backtrack? I told you she wasn't genuine. Ain't nothing genuine about this nonsense. The only reason why she did that apology video was to get us to back off. But I'm glad we were vigilant enough to say, no, Pearly, we don't believe your little apologies. It's fake. I'm glad. Because she's exposing that right there. This is crazy.
I've spent this much time with her. I was more than willing to work with her before. I had no issues before. But now when the crowd goes one way, I'm going to go with it. Now let's show another clip that could be taken out of context and make it look like this man is racist against white people.
What are we doing to white people? And I was going to say erasing them, which I agree we are. You know, with every interracial relationship, you know, white people, we're immigrating, they're not having babies, we're erasing them. I thought that's where it's gonna go.
We're not erasing them.
I thought the Chinese guy was gonna
They're
be like,
erasing
hey man,
themselves.
you know what we doing? We bringing our people. We taking over, right? And I was gonna celebrate it.
We was about to celebrate it.
Yeah, the future.
But it is white people's fault.
What is?
Everything.
What are we doing to white people?
I don't know, taking the skin and wearing it.
But you know what? You don't do that.
No. They're first of all, to them, is Abba a self-proclaimed white supremacist? No. Is Preach a self-proclaimed anti-Semite or white supremacist? No. So they're joking amongst each other, but you could tell there's an air of fun. You, Pearl, were different. You sat down with the whole white supremacist who was self-proclaimed. That's what makes this disgusting. You understand that? Like, you sitting there trying to act like, oh, well, you know, they're racist because they said the thing too. Nah. You actually sat down with the racist and laughed with them. That's the difference, bruh. All right, so that's pretty much what I got with Pearl. I don't even play any more of this woman's video. Y'all can you know, whatever, maybe go watch it on her channel, maybe not. I don't care. You guys probably not, because it is what it is. It's Pearl, right? But like, that's just what it is. Somebody says Mike TV is on. He says he's on Jason Black. He for real? He went back to Jason Black. Hey yo, somebody warn Jason, bro. Hey, somebody warn Jason, bro. Like, listen, I actually like what Jason has to say on a lot of things, but like, you know, I don't think he understands who Mike TV really is, or if he does, then that's a different story. If he does, it's like, bro, you clearly don't know what you're dealing with. But if he actually went back to see, I'm right, bro. I told you so. Look, what am I talking about? He's got to go back to his roots. He needs more subs. I'm gonna lap you, man. I'm gonna lap you. He needs more subs. Jason Black, I gotta get up there and talk more anti-African immigrant shit. Okay, I have to. All right, I gotta be my mini Tyreek. Okay, listen, bro, y'all need to wake up. You guys need to wake up, dude. All right, enough with this separatist shit. Okay, even when Tariq says this shit, oh, where are you from? Are you from? Are you living in America? Yes. Are you from Africa? Yes. Well, why did you leave your country to come here? I don't know, because your country right now is participating in neo-colonialist behaviors that is sucking our country dry, causing civil wars between each other so they can jack our resources. So we have no other option than to flee. So while you guys are sitting here benefiting off the resources, the Congo, Kenya, Nigeria, and all these other countries, even Haiti, have to offer, the reason why they're here is because the neo-colonialism hasn't died. And unfortunately, we all live in a country that participates in that behavior, and it never ends. So you coming up here saying, oh, why did you flee your country? While being willfully ignorant of the colonialist participation that you are participating in other countries right now is actually kind of it's an oxymoron. It's a dumb thing to be asking people. It's like asking, it's the same thing for Mexicans. It's like asking, oh well you're a Mexican, why we gotta open the borders to all these Mexicans, huh? Why don't y'all just go to your country? I don't know. It's because the U.S. is funding a massive drug war right now that they're not funding it, but they're funding it. They're not funding it, but they're funding it. That's ruining the civilian populace over there, forcing the immigrants to migrate over here so they don't die, you know, because people will do whatever for life or death. Yeah, it's happening in other countries. Colonialism didn't die with the British people. Hey, wake up. Wake up. It didn't die. It's still happening right now. They call it neo-colonialism, okay? You're going to other countries to jack resources so you can get little chips for your cell phones, okay? You can get your little laptops. You can get all the creature comforts you have right now today. And I find it so interesting. You guys are sitting in a country that is so used to raping, pillaging other people for their resources because, you know, you're doing that, and then you have the same breath tell us, oh, why don't you get it together? I don't know. It's because you guys are sending economic hitmen to these countries to either destabilize the government or outright participate in a coup. Like, are you kidding me? And you have the ignorance to come up here and say, why did you flee your country? Hey, ask your government why it's doing that. Like, see, it's this divisive shit that makes people sound so ignorant. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people that spew this kind of nonsense, you could tell they're not global. They're not global at all. They don't think in a global manner. Like, y'all need to start thinking globally. It's happening everywhere. And now we got to deal with China, because China is doing the exact same thing. They're coming into these other nations and they're performing the same neo-colonialist behaviors where they're coming in with this expensive ass loans just to jack the resources. A lot of y'all need to grow up, bruh. Sometimes you just gotta understand that this none of us are free. A lot of people who are living in black and brown countries right now, we ain't free. We never have been. We only are free economically, and as long as we're towing the line of the white colonial masters, in which you guys are currently benefiting from right now. So to have the unmitigated gall to say, why did you flee your country? It's so ignorant. It's so like, that's why I don't even argue with some of that. When I see those talking points, it's so, like, how do you argue with that? You don't, because I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh yeah, clearly you don't understand this. So why argue with it? That's why some of these guys, they say, oh, hey, that's why you guys want to leave your country and come here. Yeah, you guess you clearly don't understand what's going on right now. Yeah, I'm sorry, because our governments, we fucked things up, and it had nothing to do with France coming in and fucking up Burkina Faso. It had nothing to do with British coming up and fucking up Nigeria, fucking up these like pretty much like half of Africa. It had nothing to do with Belgium. It had nothing to do with it's not Switzerland, not the Swiss. There's a couple of these European countries that are jacking these resources right now, right? And then you also want to talk about immigration. You want to talk about immigration. Do you know that they're forcing immigration in these European countries and America? Why? Because a lot of you guys are bought into this Western ideology where you don't want to have any more kids. Guess what? Population decline. And who is going to fund your retirement? Social Security is done. You're not getting Social Security. Look at these European countries. They're dying off right now. The white population are dying. So they have to import immigrants. And in order to do that, they have to destabilize the region. So the immigrants will choose to come to these countries rather than stay in and build their own countries. Why? Because the white people and the Americans in America need to fund their retirements. We're all dying. That's why they destabilize these nations to import immigrants. So y'all are just speaking from ignorance. That's why you can't argue with people like that. I don't even I don't even go with these arguments when you hear some of these and it's not FBAs, because like some of these guys who are claiming to be FBA, they're just pushing like these racist propagandist bullshit, right? They don't understand the global effect of all the shit that's going on. It's a bigger play than just immigrants wanting to flee their country because it's bad. No, there's a reason why it's bad, and there's a reason why they're causing a brain drain in these other countries there to import the immigrants here, because the immigrants here are going to be the new taxpayer base for the people who are going to grow older. And if you don't understand that, you clearly don't understand geopolitics, and realistically, when you speak that, you're just ignorant. That's why when you hear people say that, just look at them, you nod and say, okay, buddy. It's better to let people think they're smart when they're really stupid, because then they just reveal to you how dumb they are. That's why you don't really get into that argument. But when people say that stuff like flee your country and they talk down on people who are all these other places, it's like why? Like realistically, it's not that. Do you think Mexicans want to be here? Do you think Jamaicans and all these people want to leave their homeland to come here in this fast-paced lifestyle? No, a lot of people just want to be their own. It's just that there's a bunch of civil war, there's a bunch of resources being jacked, and there's a reason why that's happening. And if you tell me that's because it's the government and it's the government, put that on a t-shirt and go believe what you want to believe. It's not just the government. It's multiple governments that's doing this, and they're hurting the people. And the more you guys wake up, the more we can really understand who the real enemy is. But some people want to remain asleep, and that honestly just sucks. And listen, it's not my job to sit there and try to educate you on that. I'm going to do that on my other channel. So let me actually go post the link right now, because we're about to talk about a lot of that, okay? But yeah, what the hell, like trying to educate these dudes? I'm not gonna educate them either. I'm not. It's not all the FBA people. It's some of the real ignorant ones that want to spit this divisive shit. The real FBA people, they understand what the movement's all about. They understand who the real issues are. Some of these other guys, they're just ignorant. They don't get it. There's such thing as neo-colonialism. It's been happening since God knows how long, and it's still happening. It hasn't stopped. Now the Western countries, their influence is slowly being pushed out in favor of China. China is now doing the new neo-colonialism. So they're the new thing. But guess what? China, they're not going to accept immigrants. They don't care. They y'all stay over there. But I'm going to let y'all know this. Once you start getting to your 40s and you start getting to your 50s, you'll start to understand why a lot of the governments are destabilizing these nations to import their immigrants. Because you're not going to have a strong enough taxpayer base to fund your retirement. That's what this is all is. Right now, if you're in your 30s, you're younger, like that, we're right now who are working are funding the retirements of the people who are older than us right now. But if we look around down the line, everyone who's been born that's going to be 20, 40, 50 has already been born in the United States. We're not having any more babies. We're not. So to supplement that, you have to import immigrants. But how do you force people to leave their home country? Destabilize it. Cause wars. Cause coups. That's what happens. Like a lot of people that say this, oh, why did you come to? See, that thing, Tariq says some smart shit sometimes, but he just sounds dumb when he starts pulling up that argument. It's like, bro, like what? Like you're a smart man. You know why a lot of these immigrants are coming here? It's because your country is destabilizing these other places. Like, grow up, bro. Like, just stop with the hate, and let's actually start combating the real issues. It's time we start demanding these governments to stop. The one thing you got to say about the UK is actually doing something about it now. Did y'all hear about the protests? Because that one king was getting crowned, and they arrested like 50 people. They arrested all 50 of those. They're the anti-monarchy group, right? And they're trying to hold the British monarchy responsible for all the colonialist bullshit that they've been doing for hundreds of years, right? So they're done with the British monarchy now. So they're actually protesting the British monarchy to pay reparations to all these other countries that have been destabilized by the crown. Which is a first step. And I didn't even think there was a group that existed in the UK that are protesting this shit right now, but it's happening as we speak. And you know what the Crown is doing? They're arresting these people. They're arresting all of them to silence them, right? But just so you know, there are movements out there that are trying to hold the governments accountable for the atrocities they committed on all these other African nations. If anything, we all should be paying attention, and we should really start pushing that shit heavy. Because if we can push it enough to get the Crown to fold, we can get any other government that have been participating in this neo-colonialist agenda, we can get them to fold as well. There are real opportunities we're missing out here in the real world, but no one's really paying attention to it. We just want to infight. That's what we want to do. I'm not for that. All right, I'm looking at the UK right now, and I'm seeing those little groups, and they're not that big of a group, but they're talking about that, and they're actually protesting the neo-colonialism and the colonialism of the Britain's past. Okay, and if they can do that, that should set the inspiration for other people to be doing that in these countries too. Matter of fact, that should be a stepping stone for a lot of people to start demanding reparations. I'm not even talking about for Africans, because Nigerians and not only Nigerians but other nations like Portugal and other African nations that were involved in slave trade need to fork over some kind of I'm not even saying reparations, because those countries they're too damn poor to even pay anything. So what is one naira gonna do, right? $1 is worth like 400 naira, so it's not gonna be worth anything to pay that, right? But there needs to be some kind of come to Jesus moment for a lot of these African nations to not only come and make amends to what they've done, but also time to come together and start holding these colonialist countries accountable. All right, because no one is saying anything about China right now, and no one will say anything about China, because if you did, you're going to get canceled. If you don't think they run your government already, you're going to get canceled. They run the NBA, they run the movies, they run every other country in these other nations, and they're doing it without ever having to fire a shot. That's dangerous, okay? And I know a lot of people say, no, what, China? You didn't know that? It's happening right now. So listen, if you want to get on that hype train, get on that hype train. It's just ignorant. Just go read a book and understand what's really happening here. And what's really happening here is some real fucked up shit. But if you want to find out more, let me go. Let me pull up my my channel link real quick, and you guys can check me out on there, because that's where I'm going to stream right now. Because unlike y'all, I don't just talk about manosphere shit all day. I actually talk about this stuff. If you like, I get real into this stuff. Hold on, let me post a link right now. Here it is, right here. The link is in the chat. I'm gonna head there right now, right after the show. We're gonna break down some more stuff. It's happening, man. There's gonna be a revolution, and what I think is you're gonna start seeing civil wars pop up all over Africa as groups starts to come up and say, hey, we're done with being used by these European and Western countries for your tools and for your iPods and your cell phones and whatnot. It's high time we start doing our own thing. So a lot of these countries now are kicking out Western influence, right? Unfortunately, they're doing it in favor of China and Russia, which is not good. China influence is not good. Wagner influence is not good either. But the one thing they're doing right now is they're seeing Wagner and Russia as a better alternative than the Western neo-colonialism that's been going on. So everyone that's saying, why did you flee your country, is because you've been benefiting from our resources and our oil and our efforts for a very, very long time. And it's high time for that shit to stop. And I think it's up for us to come together and talk about this. Maybe not with FBA, maybe not, because FBA, they have their own struggle to deal with, and I'm going to support them no matter what, because reparations is a thing that needs to be paid. But unfortunately, other black folks like Anton doesn't think that black people deserve anything, which I think those people need to be moved out of the way before that needs to get done. But while FBA fights for what they fight for in America, we need to be fighting for what we need to fight for in Africa. And once we get that shit done, we need to go ahead and make amends to the people that were sold into slavery in these other countries, not just America, but I'm talking about the Yorubas in Brazil. I'm talking about the Nigerians in the UK. I'm talking about the slaves that were sold all over the world. There needs to be some kind of come to Jesus moment to have that conversation. And once that happens, then you start seeing the true merger of these two cultures, and you have that true Pan-Africanism that Marcus Garvey was talking about. Is it Marcus Garvey? I forgot. I think it's Marcus Garvey. But yeah, the link's in the chat. I'm gonna pin it. But yeah, go check me out over there. I talk about this stuff all the time. So we're about to get real political right now. But guys, I appreciate you being here. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with Duke the Don, and I love it. So please check me out if you want to get political. And we about to go ahead and expose some other shit. And I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow on the next video. Peace.